Will today be the stream he wears the collar? Okay, wait a minute. I want you guys to see my point of view. Worlds. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, I'm so mad. Was it in new? Alright. I opened up the worlds, and I saw one that I want you... Just to see the thumbnail. This is what I saw a moment ago. Wait, now it's not even there. What the fuck? Is it, like, live removed from the list? Whatever. It was Biden and Trump kissing. Now I fucking hate it here. Hey, yo, Cabby doing the laundry. Brent Walk. Love, yo. Hi, Ronwu. Hi, Jer. Hi, Unknown. I am not set up at all. I was having avatar issues this morning. I just running behind schedule. That's okay. Oh shit, there's no nap today. Whatever, it'll be fine. Where are we going? Here's a map I haven't been to in a while. Join. Hi, Noodles. Hi, Trogdor. Stop winking at me? No. It's 10:01. Where have you been? Alright. Oku, I have something to show you. Upload a file. Where did it go? Over here. Pictures. VR chat. February. Teehee. Oopsie. Hi, Wrath. What? Okay. You have time to just re-upload the whole thing from Blender to Unity? Yeah. I was gonna be like, if he fixes this without just starting over, I'm gonna be fucking like, how the hell? This dude's a wizard. Where am I in my room? I'm here. Okay. And then pins to... Flying, behavior, pitch. Anchor, local, mask, world, pins 1. Okay. Blender is magic. Stop the winking? No. Yuletide Pod. How do you do it? So I have many friends. Oku is one of them. I found out Foss knows a lot about Blender. I was told Will knows a lot about Blender. I was hanging out with people yesterday, and this was the conversation. Is this Zervis? you both know Unity stuff, right? And they're like, yeah, we know a little about Unity. Great, so how do I do this in Blender? And they're like, listen here, you little fuck. Listen here, you asked us about fucking Unity. This is Blender, okay? They're not the same fucking thing. And I was like, all right, fine. Then they told me to ask Will. I asked Will, I was like, hey, Will, what do you know about Blender? And, like, he calls me and he's just like, who the fuck told you I know Blender? What the who is spreading such misinformation? I was like, damn, okay, I thought you knew Blender, my bad. What even is this world? I am confusion. Hi, Jess. I don't really know. There's a really cool tree. There's a really cool Sakura Blossom tree there. It's like in a building that's submerged underwater. And so behind me is like underwater, but like buildings. I don't know. I thought it was pretty. Sometimes my frames are really bad here, so I'm not here super often. But it's pretty. Oh, I meant stay such a boy fail, but that works too. It's Rapture, clearly. If Rapture's from a thing. I am unfamiliar. Where were we? Let's start stretching. We're already at 6 minutes, what the fuck? The reason there's constant winking, Trogdor, is because all of my expressions are on my right hand. I probably should have put them on my left hand. I don't know why I put them on my right, because I talk with my right. So anytime I try to point at something, I do a face. I'm like, oopsie. BioShock, a game I also haven't played. Oh, that Rapture. Admittedly, you said Rapture, and I was thinking, like, is that an Evangelion thing? I don't think it's Rapture. I'm Yathies. Common Yuland and Noodles L. BioShock is peak. Bro. Measter. Come on. Like, come on. Let's be real here. I get scared at Minecraft cave music, and you think I'm gonna play BioShock? Bro. BioShock is like everything I don't want in a video game. It's a shooter. Got guns in it, right? I'm pretty sure it's got guns. It's underwater. It's spooky. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever playing BioShock. I'm gonna appreciate it from a distance. I'm gonna like maybe watch somebody play it or like listen to somebody play it. There ain't no chance I ever play BioShock. Hi, Juice! I was sad, Juice. You fell asleep before we went to the sleeping world. And so, when I woke up from my nap, you were still online, and I came back, and it was you and Blank. And I was like, there's no pens here. I want to leave them a message. Hi, Farisu. Hi, Desi. I've never watched Ava either. I've seen an episode of Evangelion here and there, but not a lot of it. It's so good, though. Bro doesn't like shooters, but like some Sleep Fest like Civ. Holy, Civ is fun. It's the one time you can say Big Daddy and not have chat call you sus. Come on, let's hear you scream. Fuck no. Hi, Flaming Gamer. Hello, femboy. Furisu, that Dujin was pretty good. Dojin? I feel like it's Dojin. Dujin sounds like I'm saying douche. That one was pretty good. Although they were very rude to their neighbors. That took me out of it a little bit. I didn't like that part. How are you doing today? I'm good. I've been up for a while. I woke up at 6 a.m. to go to the grocery store. And I fucking hate waking up that early. BioShock ain't scary. It's just that object permanence doesn't exist, so an enemy you were fighting can just disappear one frame, then appear out of nowhere. Yeah, that sounds fucking awful. That sounds scary. Civ is the quickest way to make me not want to play, go do something like build Lego. Like Minecraft. The Beautiful World, what's it called? This world is called Save Point. And then something in Japanese. The author is Hostia kicks. Oh, their avatar's cute. Hi, Cairo. Second, look, their neighbors banged on the wall. That's rude. Yeah, because she's sitting there, or they're sitting there screaming like, oh, fuck me hard with your dick. Like, yeah, of course they're banging on the wall. Yulong High Bay Point. I can probably look this up and find it with the English portion of the world name. Thanks, Yulong. I thought they were very rude to the neighbors. Hello, hello. I forgot. What'd you forget? Bro, I have never had a neighbor bang on the wall while I'm moaning and screaming, fuck me harder. You? You can forget me. You're not obligated to remember every stream. Hi, Octal Mage. 20 consecutive streams. Hell yeah. No, this is unacceptable, 0 HP. No, I think it's a little acceptable. I would be concerned if your life revolved around a stream. Not just mine, but literally any stream. We're at the head pat stretch. See, it's fine, Air. You know, you missed a few minutes. No harm, no foul. We're just gonna... Oh. Oh. I guess I understand why you're so upset. There's no Chow here to give head pats to. I shall commit Sudoku by. I've had to use a broom on the ceiling because of my horn dog upstairs neighbors at 3 a.m. God. Like any other time of the day, get it on, babe. But at 3 a.m.? Yeah, 3 a.m.'s a little rude. I have only lived in an apartment for 3 years. And this thing was solid fucking concrete. The only time I heard my neighbors was, I'm pretty sure when, like, somebody knocked over a bookshelf or just fell off the counter in the kitchen. Like, it had to be hundreds of pounds falling a few feet to just, like, shake the walls for me to be like, oh, damn. The neighbors made a noise. Otherwise, it was just like, I never heard anybody. It was kind of nice. Hi, Desi, what's up? Heyo. The last place I lived, I could hear my neighbor fighting and fucking constantly. God. That sort of situation makes me really nervous to, like, live on my own and have an apartment. The one time I did live on my own, it all worked out. Cal-El, save me! Global keeps linking me videos of, Supergirl being a fucking freak and wanting to do shit like eat pizzas off of Brainiac's head. Bendy's. We're at Bendy's. Desi, are you working right now? When do you get on VR chat? I'm not asking that. Devising a scheme in this very moment to, like, potentially get you to have fun with VR chat. To lure Elite into doing a horror map in VR chat with you. To get him to play VR chat more. That's not the case at all. Hi, Fishy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's a horror map. So Elite used to run people through VR chat horror maps all the time. But they were the old ones. They were the maps before, I don't want to say quality, but early VR map making stuff. We're talking 2018, 2019. Since then, a guy, his name is Lakuza, and he was like, I'm going to make a horror map that isn't just PNG jump scares appearing in your face and a loud noise. No, I want the atmosphere of horror. I want true horror. So he made a map called The Devouring, and I don't think he's ever run it. I know Koyo has. This map is not a particularly good sleeping map, but the music does make me a little tired. Oh no. Thank you, Trogdor. Devouring is mid, fight me? Okay, what's a better horror map? I'll never run the Devouring for the reason that it's like an 8-hour run. I don't know horror maps. So I know there's Huggy's Dungeons, and then there's the W something experience. And then there's Devouring. The only one I've ever been to was that W experience one, which I don't remember the name of it at all. But I did run through it. Have you ever been to Pocopoeia Land? I fucking love Pocopoeia Land. I do not like the horror section of it. I did not do that. But I love that map, yes. MKRS is not just my favorite spooky map, but favorite VR map in general. Your favorite VR chat map? Huh. Do the horror part? No! Absolutely not! So Koyo ran it one time. Because I brought them to Pocopoeia Land. And then, like, we get to that part, and I'm sitting there just like, I did not know this existed. So I think I will be stepping out while you do this. And they're like, no, come on, do it a little bit. And I was like, we'll see if it's actually scary. The first room had an actual scare. And on Koyo's stream, he's like, oh, Jesus, that was scary. Yulin? Did he respawn that fast? I was like, literally, menu open, just hovering over the respawn. And the moment I heard the slightest sound, I was fucking gone. Fuck that horror section. Hell no. Everything else in Pocopoeia Land, incredible. A lot of fun. Fuck that though. What was the one I did? I can't remember it. Search Worlds. Cairo, when I opened my worlds menu today, I saw a world called Cancer Fartland. And the thumbnail was Trump and Biden kissing. Hey, Yulin, quick question. And I have an answer for you. Go ahead. WDKS. Okay. WDKS Horror Experience is the one that I did. The entire map feels like a setup. Just for the horror part? Is the world spelled Bay Point? All one word or is it two words? Save Point. S-A-V-E, I think, space? Yeah, Save Point. S-A-V-E space point. And then Japanese words. Here, I'll do this for you real quick. Worlds. Look at this. This is the thing I want you to see. What is? Wait, is it not? Oh yeah, no, right here. And that's the thing. This is the author. Osia Kicks. Oh, save point. Got it. Thanks, Ant. Thank you. You're welcome. Hammy stretch. Squats. We're at squats. Man. There's a high chance we talk about a lot of Monster Hunter today. I was playing a bit last night, and at the end of the beta, there was a message that popped up that was like, 30 more minutes. Eldon and Zervis and I hunted a Gypceros one last time. You know, at this point, we have like 20 more minutes. And we're kind of just like, just hanging out. Just standing there out in the field by a little mini camp. Just, I don't want to go, man. I don't want to log off. We won't be able to log back in. But there's nothing to do. We've hunted all the things. We can't progress. But I don't want to get off, man. It was this weird feeling of like your video game shutting down and you'll never be able to play it again. We'll be able to play it in 10 fucking days. I think it's the 18th, yeah. In 10 days we'll have it, but like, it just, that last 20 minutes was just us hanging out and talking, just, what do we do, man? The setup to a video game, Isekai. God, I don't wish. I don't think Monster Hunter Society would actually be that bad to live in. Because everybody's like, oh, it'd be so awful to live with scary monsters like that. The hunters are the scary monsters. Human society in Monster Hunter, their problem is we can't grow too big and piss off the real scary monsters that otherwise don't want to, like, mess around with us. So they're off, you know, in the middle of nowhere. Anything gets too close to, like, a human town or whatever, that thing gets put down. Hunters are the fucking scary thing in Monster Hunter. And, like, just regular people, like, if you got isekai'd in a Monster Hunter world, you'd be fucking Gucci. You'd be fucking having a grand old time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Makai, I got them yesterday. We hunted a Gypceros as the last thing, right? And my friends Sis and Zervis, they had never seen Gypceros before. And so, he plays dead. And I'm like, yo, we got him, carve that sucker. We gotta get our rewards for the beta that totally carry over to the real game. Carve him, get his ass. Hi, Smug. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah. Carving him. Oh, I got a Gypceros wing, a Gypceros claw. And then he just does the sweep thing as he gets up, and both of them screamed, and I'm like, oh, perfect reaction. I'm so happy. There's like, what the fuck? It seemed weird. We were still doing damage. What is with this guy? And he died like 5 seconds later, and they saw the actual kill screen. They're like, yeah, he didn't do a kill screen. Fuck this guy. Insidious. It felt very, I don't want to say gratifying, but the last person I tried to show Gypceros didn't fall for it because someone else in the group was like, he's still taking damage, he's still alive, keep hitting him. And I was like, what the fuck, man, don't ruin it. But that person was just observant as fuck and also new to it. So getting these two with it was just like, yes, I'm so happy. Absolute menace at my worst right there. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Makai has me thinking about WoW and Monster Hunter now. I saw possibly the worst tank I've seen in a long time, Micaiah. I did a time walking dungeon on my hunter. And this tank in the Nexus, the Wrath Lich King time walking dungeon Nexus. He was a brewmaster. He refused to keg smash. He would only spinning crane kick. He was like, this is my AoE spell. I just have to press this on every pack. Does no damage and no bonus threat. So me, the hunter, is fucking tanking every pack. And I was like, bro, please. And I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to be so polite, right? I'm sitting there like, hey, Keg Smash is where your threat comes from. You'll hold threat a lot better if you use this ability. You should be using it on cooldown. We go into the next pack. He starts fucking Tatsumutsufuken, and I'm just like, God, motherfucker. Oh, God damn it. I throw one wildfire grenade. Everything looks at me, and my health just goes. And the healer's just fucking, this is the tank now. The hunter's the tank now. Honestly, quite incredible. Bugs always have gems. It's, oh God. What if he was level 11, bro? He was 76! That's the crazy thing. He was 76! And I don't know how he got that far. He literally was just, it was like he just came from Street Fighter and was like, dude, I fucking love the Hurricane kick. I just want to fucking Tatsumutsufuken fucking everything. Challenge Run Gamer. You and we have a saying. That's crazy. Either they are a bit dumb or trolling. I think they were a bit dumb. And I think they have... I expect they were the jaded gamer. I expect they get into a dungeon like this and they turn party chat off. And if somebody's pulling threat on them, they're not thinking, how the heck do I not have threat? Threat's typically pretty easy in WoW. They're thinking, this fucking Smurf is just doesn't give a shit. They're just ripping threat off me, and you know, there's nothing I can do. The scaling's just that crazy. This hunter's 32. Of course they're gonna get threat on me. Blizzard scaling is fucked. Blizzard scaling is just so bad. There's nothing I can do. I'm just gonna, you know, fucking mute them. They're gonna probably say I'm bad. Like, I expect it was that type of situation where he's fucking up, but he doesn't know he's fucking up, and it's easy to attribute it to, you know, a player being not necessarily shitty, but just nasty. And so he's just, you know, tuning all of that out. I made my panda monk tank. That's the only thing I did. Throwing my kegs around, scared shitless that I'm gonna mess things up. In War Thunder, you can lose your way to the top with enough time. Every bad experience I've had with a tank in a Cubal dungeon has been a Brewmaster. It's the worst tank to see. I don't disagree. However, when it comes to like in a Cubal dungeon, right? Brewmasters. When it comes to tanks in your raid group that you're in comms with, that you have to hear them fucking talking, and they cause drama, paladins. It's always the fucking paladins. And like, I have the fucking personality just like to a fucking T. It's the type that's like, they're way into D&D. They like to sound smarter than they actually are. They like to explain things, even if that explanation, when you really break it down, you're like, that was fucking stupid. They're often fucking simps. I have seen 3 times Paladin tank, this personality, it's like the fucking checklist, and they cause drama, and it's like, dude, it's... I see a prop Paladin tank now, and my gut reaction is, oh god, oh fuck, alright. Hi Yuki, hi Shion. Hi Ewan. I audibly sigh every time I see one in Time Walking Dungeon, especially if they use a statue to pull. That makes me want to slip my wrist the entire 5-man. My dude is the prop paladins that sound like jocks from high school and think they are never wrong. Those are the worst. See, I never meet prop paladins that sound like jocks. I meet prop paladins that... they're like... what would they be in high school? They would be the nerd that, like, is dating the girl that's, like, 2 to 3 grades under them. Like, that's... it's literally that in my head, where, like, they're very much not one of the cool kids in their age group. But, like, they want to seem cool. They go through effort to make themselves seem cooler. They really, really like being seen as intelligent. Even though, okay, I know that I'm not wanted. They're very much like, they go through so much effort to seem smarter than they are. And if you, like, criticize them, if you call them out like, oh, I think you're actually wrong here, even if you do it super politely, they're gonna have a reason why they're not. That's the prop paladin that, to me, and not every prop paladin is like this, but I see that prop paladin and it's like fucking red flag waving, and I'm like, oh god. I bonk all of chat, or just any demon hunter that opens their mouth, not even a tank. And kiss Yulin, what the? Hi, Joe. I've had more bad blood decays. I have had a few bad blood decays. There was, okay, one of the worst things I've ever known was a blood decay in BFA. This guy, I need to get through my stretches. Holy shit. This blood decay, he told everybody he was FBI, and his job was securing packages, which was, you know, saving kids from child trafficking stuff. We were like, wow, he's so cool. Found out that he was sending dick pics to the girls in his guild and totally lying about everything. Shocker. The actual player was so bad. I was the off tank, and here's what we would do. I was a warrior. His job was to fucking stand there and taunt when I told him to. That was his responsibility. Just fucking stand here and taunt the boss when I tell you to. Not when I have 2 stacks. Not when DBM tells him to. When Yulin tells him to. Because he's gonna fuck something up if he does it any other way. My job on things like Zool was pick up every fucking ad, bring them to him, so that he would pull with Blood Boil. I did not get enough threat so that he could pull off with Blood Boil, but enough threat that healers didn't, and I would collect everything. Because him trying to get anything would be like, you didn't bring it to the middle, you gotta get here faster, get the dude here faster, fucking death grip! Okay, well, it took too long to get to the middle, and so we're behind on DPS, and now the boss is enraging because there's 2 berserkers up. That's the kind of shit this Blood Knight was doing. Oh god, that's the worst blood death knight I've ever seen. That guy was awful. I used to raid with someone like that in Destiny 2, and he hated me for it. He'd over-explain every minute detail of the raid and make things confusing, and I would just go, so like, basically, the mechanic is this. And he's like, well, yeah. Well, then why didn't you just say so? Classic story, tales all the time. Okay, Elin, I'll be real with you. Going from Legion to Season 1 BFA, DK was like going from playing BM Hunter to play Imperator Balance Druid. You had to be 5 hit to play Blood DK. Me, for real, getting hundreds on every fight while being a threat goddess. I don't know if I believe you. Because my understanding of Blood Decay is that's largely unchanged. You marrow rend for bones. You keep a bank of runic power for blood strikes. Not blood strikes, death strike. And, you know, don't cap. And you heart strike. Was it really much more than that in BFA? It also wasn't an issue of, like, is he pressing the right stuff? It was an issue of, run to this berserker, blood boil it, run to the middle. This guy was fucking keyboard turning for Isu. This guy's fucking running over there and then running. And it was like, bro, what are you doing, please? Ugh, where am I in my room? Oh, I'm like way off. My former GM was a Blood DK. He couldn't self-heal himself very well. Was a healing sink. Also, he didn't know about putting the DK weapons in Channel Legion artifacts. Logitech told me about this guy recently, and that it was like, how long do you think a Death Knight should go before they learn about runic weapons, and they should have DK rune enchants on their weapon? It was like, no time at all. That's the second quest. Well, half an expansion. They made every single cooldown on the GCD, including Death Grip, and reduced the overall haste profile of the Death Knight by 5%. It's really slow and difficult to play. You had to choose between Death Grip and Death, and still do? Aw. That's weird. Now I want to think about the worst tanks I've seen of every group. I actually have not played with too many warrior tanks. Nyx is like the only one I can think of. I've had so many paladin tanks. You really haven't played DK since Legion, have you? Not really, and if I do, I play it DPS. I have not played Blood. I don't know why I'm so against playing Blood. That was my fucking main, all Legion. I had a lot of, well, not all Legion, but I had a lot of fun with Blood in Emerald Nightmare and the other one, Nighthold. This blue line is moving so slowly, and it's just in my eyes. Can you guys see it at all? Yeah, you can see the blue lines. You don't want to play it because I play it? Very strange. That's not strange at all. I hate doubling up on classes. Especially tanks, where you only have 2 of them. You have like 6 options with tanks, and you're going to play the same one as the other tank? That's crazy to me. That's like, ew, gross. Now, if there's any tank you're going to double up on, Blood DK is probably one of the better ones, because then you get tons of Gorfien's Grasp or whatever it is, and A-Bomb Limbs and Death Grips, which quite frankly as a tank is super fucking strong, but... Yeah, but Blood DK is the coolest tank class. Ain't no anyone is using Gorfiends in a raid. I forget what Gorfiends is specifically. Ah. What time is it? 38:20? Oh no, 36. So 39:30 end? Yeah. It's not 2017? Okay. Alright, Frisu. I haven't played Blood DK. To be fair, his DK was his ult till the end of Legion. He was on his Pally before, but switched so I could play mine. Did last year of Legion as Druid. He was just as bad on his Pally. The healer figured that Blood DK would be easier for him. Over Paladin? Yes, in Legion. Most people that started playing DK past Legion are really bad from what I've seen. I do consider Blood DK the easiest class to play as a tank, but I've been told the opposite. I always found it really easy. I do think Guardian Druid is easier, but I thought Blood DK was super easy. You literally just use your Blood Boils on cooldown. Make sure you have 5 bones. If you don't, Marrow Rend. If you do, Heart Strike. And like, Death Strike to not cap, and if you just took a big hit. It's 4 buttons. How do you fuck that up? Blood DK you manage through your resource. So I guess it could be hard if you were like not used to the rotation. I guess. Yeah, halfway there. 1 more minute and 30 seconds. Feral Druid is crazy easy. Literally just spam your 3 buttons or whatever. And Iron Fur. That's it, just build Rage, spend it. The most bad Blood DKs I met are like Illidan Ragnaros players. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, we've got Core Keeper today. I'm so excited. 1 more minute. Actually, just bad players on the service in general. I feel like with Ragnaros, 9 out of 10 Ragnaros players are trash. And then you meet one that's really good and you're like, what the fuck? But it's a Ragnaros player, huh? It's because they got something to prove. Yeah. 30 seconds. Storm Rage has the same problem due to population. Thank you, Spacefish. 20 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ugh. Oh no. Wait, no, she already has a sub. I'm safe. Matthews, when are we making a super raid in WoW? You think Matthews is gonna play fucking World of Warcraft? Lamau? Oh, fish. Never. Hi, Matthew's back. You and I could rule with an iron fist. Fisting is $300. I just want to lay here. I have been awake since 6 a.m. I went to the store. It was fucking 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Ah. 4 degrees Fahrenheit is too cold. Alright. You guys wait there. How high do I jump this map? Not high at all. Aw, little baby in the south can't handle the cold. First off, I don't know if Missouri counts as the south. Second off, 4 degrees Fahrenheit is fucking cold. You'd be fucking cold in 4 Fahrenheit in Colorado. Don't even. Four degrees is cold. I know, I'm like, what the fuck? That's even cold for the other... That's cold for the cold places. I'm up to 120 hours in Space Station 14. Somebody stop this man's... Somebody save him. I know, I just wanted to call you a little bitch. What the fuck? Alright. We yapped way too much before we started walking. Elon, you really like that Dojin, by the way? The art is done by a horror artist. It was okay. It wasn't like, you know, the best thing ever. I think I liked the last one you sent me more. What was that one? Oh, the femboy and the girl liked each other, but none of them would say shit. And then she came over when he was cross-dressing. And she was like, oh, I can't fucking stop myself anymore. That one was great. Hi, Oni. Bro, that was his sister? No. They were saying, like, big bro. Was that biological sister? Oh, why'd you fucking ruin it with that? Alright. Hi, boyfriend. Peeking. Hi, Oni. Is this loud? I don't think this is loud. This might be loud. I think this is loud. It's fucking Tatooine. Hi, Jewel.
Hello.
Oh boy. Walking time. Hello, girlfriend. I regret to inform you I wasted $75 last night. The immersion break of Ewan turning around and walking away. No. You weren't that immersed yet, because we had just started. We'd only just started walking, so you couldn't have been that immersed. Stopped myself from spending $125. Did you buy a video game related parcel? I was about to ask Jewel if you ever played Star Wars Old Republic, but then I remembered there's no fucking shot she's played this. Absolutely zero chance.
I'll say this now, I never watched any Star Wars film.
That's impressive. Yumi. I bought an Astro City Mini. Hell yeah. I saw episode 1, 2, and 3 as they came out when I was growing up. I was like 6 years old when I saw Phantom Menace. I was a freshman in high school when I saw episode 3.
Sorry.
All good? At some point, I visited a friend who we met in California. I think I was in Missouri at the time. Maybe I was still in California, and he had moved to Colorado. And did they sneeze? What the fuck? I think it was a very, like, mild sneeze, or maybe even a hiccup. I hope it wasn't a hiccup. I'd hate to have to put him down. I'm out. I visited this friend for a week when they were in Colorado. And they were like, have you seen the Star Wars movies before? And I was like, I've seen 3 of them. They're like, oh, so you saw the good ones? I was like, yeah, I saw the good ones. Episode 1, 2, and 3. And they did the whole, like, what? We're watching episode 4 tonight. And I think at the time I had a very gilded taste. I didn't recognize 4, 5, and 6 as good movies. I was kind of just like, ew, these special effects aren't as good as the ones I saw, so I don't like them as much. The new ones are better. I didn't have an, like, appreciation for, like, I guess the emotions the characters would be feeling. The tensity of situations. I was literally just like, I want cool action fights. Lightsabers go pew pew. And so at the time I was like, yeah, they're alright, they're neat. I remember watching the lightsaber battles and being like, bro, these fucking sucked. Like, I remember Obi-Wan and Darth Vader in episode 4. And then Obi-Wan does the little spin. And I was just like, this is the fucking lamest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Lightsabers were the only thing that mattered. Basically. Episode 5 and 6 obviously had better fights, and it was like, okay, these are getting better. But, like, episode 1, 2, and 3. While the story might be a little dicey, the fucking lightsaber fights are fucking good. Duel of Fates, the battle on Mustafar, shit's good. That and the roly-poly bots, I did really like the roly-poly bots. Best fight is in Revenge of the Sith, though? I don't know if I agree with that. I haven't seen any Star Wars movies aside from those 6. So I haven't seen Rogue One. I haven't seen 7, 8, and 9. Okay, well, you haven't played KOTOR 1 and 2, so opinion ignored. Yes, because that's relevant to the lightsaber fights of movies. Got to play as a roly-poly bot in Star Wars Battlefront, and I loved it. You know, I played a shit ton of Star Wars Battlefront. And my go-to unit was what were they called? They were on the Clone Troopers, and they were on the Empire side. They were the jetpack guys. And I had the like fully upgraded pistol. And I swear this is the only game I've had good fucking aim in. I would just jetpack to a platform and just headshot everybody on it with the pistol, claim it, and just jetpack to the next one. Hi, Baldy. Rogue One is great, one of my faves. KOTOR 2 is the best piece of Star Wars media in the entire franchise. KOTOR wouldn't mean much. Not for the lore established elsewhere. It's not an island. Rogue One is really good in my opinion. I have only ever heard good things about Rogue One. I have, for the most part, heard bad things about 7, 8, and 9. But I do have one friend who's like an Omega Turbo Copium Star Wars fan. And he likes 7, 8, and 9. He's the type that will be like, the hatred that these movies get is unjustified, but if people paid attention to the narrative and what the characters are actually seeing, you know, when you look at this plot point on the surface level, yeah, it may seem dumb and tropey, but it makes sense given the context of the Star Wars system and, you know, the Force abilities that we've seen displayed on many characters within the Star Wars lore. And it's like, alright, fucking nerd, you're getting a swirly. Fucking come on, let's go to the bathroom. We gotta dunk your head in the toilet. I knew Octal was cool. 7 is good, 8 is passable, 9 can be skipped. Nerd emoji. KOTOR 1 gives you all you need to know about the setup for Star Wars. KOTOR 2 gives you the deconstruction of the series that completely changes what it means to know about the Force. Who is the cute fox girl? Don't say that, Nick. Hi, Nick. This thing is a shit poster, alright? It's Jewel Pod. Summer's Jewel. She literally has a fucking mustache right now.
No problem with that.
Jewel, happy birthday. Oh yeah, isn't it your birthday today?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I was supposed to go donate my plasma, and I was like, I'll do tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness.
So I rescheduled it for tomorrow.
No,
I didn't want to sit in a chair for like hours.
Well, happy birthday, Jewel. What did you,
Thank you.
What did you put your skill points into? Most people put it into back pain around your age.
I should.
You want to watch Rogue One? Watch Andor Season 1? Wait for Season 2 and then watch Rogue One? Least nerdy Star Wars fan in chat. Okay. There's already more, which is already more than one game. Jewel, happy birthday. Don't acknowledge them.
R2-D2 is from Star Wars, right?
R2-D2 is from Star Wars.
Did I do it wrong?
Should you do what wrong?
Did I say it's it wrong?
No, you said it right.
Okay, sorry. I guarded.
Here's the thing. People are so familiar with them that they say it very fast. It's, you know, R2-D2. Because you hear it so often, and he's iconic. If Star Wars has a mascot, it's probably R2-D2. You being unfamiliar with is R2-D2, and it was just like, hearing it that slow, it's like, this is almost a different word. But you did say it right.
It really is. Okay.
Hi, Violet.
Sorry. I haven't
Sorry
watched
for
a
what?
lot of stuff.
You don't have to say sorry.
I lived underneath a rock.
So I've heard. Happy birthday, Smexy Mustache. Merry birthday, Miss Jewel. Who is she?
Oh, thank you.
She's a gremlin, that's what she is.
Who is she? She is Sushi.
Okay. You'll never watch the Japanese samurai movies that the lightsaber duels SW were based on? I literally met Jewel yesterday, and for the first time. And I'm the one that remembers the birthday? Yeah. Also, the Dark Forces series has some good lightsaber fights. Legacy players put their points back into pain, but the most recent content swarm have their points in depression. R2-D2 is the actual narrator for Star Wars. Huh. So she gets, you don't have to say sorry. But me not watching stuff is, what the fuck is wrong with you? I didn't say that to you, did I? You get what the fuck is wrong with you. Because you don't word it as, I didn't watch this. You word it as, I didn't watch this and I'm perfectly normal. Least horny viewer of this content in chat. Don't even at me. That's how you word it, Freeze Food. Watch party for Star Wars goes kind of hard.
Hello, hello.
I disliked watching the Clone Wars show as a kid during mornings because they subtitled them saying R2's name is R2. Understandable. The Clone Wars show is why Grievous is my favorite character. General Grievous in that show was so fucking cool and badass, and I loved him. And then in the movie he shows up and he's just like, we've got to run away. And it's just like, bro, this guy fucking sucks, bro. Hi, Kyle. You said that to me not watching things multiple times? Never in my life. Look at the tapes. Didn't happen. Steppies. Wow, I didn't know Freestu was the least horny in the chat. The more you know. Morning, Pat. I felt so bad, Violet. Because it was like... I felt like I said no or do it again to you and Yuki like 5 times yesterday. And at one point I was like, Violet, show me any cottage. Whatever cottage you do, I'll say yes to. It'll look great. And Violet shows me a very... a kind of fey-looking cottage with like a very curved roof that's massive. And I was just like, so sorry. Not this one. Did you make him fill out any paperwork? That's what makes a good boss in Space Station 14. I have not made them fill out any paperwork. I keep telling them, no rush, do it whenever, do it at your convenience. And they're like, you got it, boss. I'll have it done in 3 hours. And I'm like, no, chill. There's no rush. Very much encourage this to see your vision. This is why I do it in a separate test world, so no one else is bothered. I got to have a paper trail. This better not blow back on me. Who was it? Lugs. When I was hanging out with Lugs the other day, they were telling me about their boss. And how their boss, was just the fuck- wait, was this Lugs? Or was it Logitech? Might have been Logitech. Somebody recently told me they had a boss that never ever wanted a paper trail. They specifically said, do not leave a paper trail and do everything in person. That way it's easy to deny shit that they claim later on because there's no proof of it. Lugs was telling me about their boss who just hated paying overtime. And so when Lugs found this out, Lugs would, like, always have a witness. Or always have the contract they were working with around. So that this boss couldn't, like, get away with not paying him overtime. Oh, that sounds like my old lawyers. That's crazy to me. For Lugs, their boss, because they worked at Tech Systems, which is where I worked. Their boss was like, I will never let you work overtime. But then the people that he was contracted out to work for were like, we need this done, we want to pay overtime. And then, so what he would do is he'd like put the contract people on speakerphone and he'd just have his phone in his hand. He'd be like, hey boss, they want me to work overtime. And she'd be like, absolutely not. Tell them you can't work overtime because of this reason. And he'd be like, well, you just told them because I have them on speakerphone. And she's like, and they'd be like, we really want Lugs to work overtime. And she'd be like, yeah, okay. You motherfucker. It fucking sucks to have a boss or supervisor that you have to fucking play games like that with. I got lucky and I never had that. I was very lucky and never had to deal with that shit. I had when I was at Tech Systems, I had a boss, I had a delivery lead, I had a quality assurance, and then I had a kind of like a supervisor. And all four of them I kind of answered to. But the main guy was kind of hands-off. The delivery lead, he was just like checking on stats. He'd come by like once a month and be like, hey, your numbers look good, keep going. The manager, he was the one, or the supervisor guy, he was the one that assigned me work. And he was always like, you know, you're getting numbers out, keep it going. And then the quality assurance girl, she was the one that I would turn work into. She would make corrections on it. And then it would come back to me. And I typically needed more corrections than most people. The guy next to me, he would turn in a project with like 1 or 2 corrections. I would turn in a project that would have like 10 to 20. So like the actual number of mistakes I was making was pretty high. However, I would turn in a project with 20 corrections after 1 day. And then they would give me the list of corrections to make. And then like in half a day, I would make all those corrections and give them back to her. And there might be like 2 that I was like, I want to sit with you and check these 2 things because it doesn't make sense to me and I want to give you more context. And sometimes she'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. And other times she'd be like, nope, just change it. And I was like, you got it. So my projects would take like a day and a half to get out, right? The other guys, there was one guy in particular, he never made mistakes. It would take him 5 days to get a project out. So he'd spend for fucking ever on a project and then turn it in and he'd get 0 corrections. And this guy, he would fucking gloat about it. He was so proud. He's like, yes, when I turn my project in, I never get corrections back. I always turn them in spotless. And in my head, I never said this out loud, but in my head I'm thinking, yeah, well, I just turned in 3 projects that it took you the time to do 1, so, I don't know how proud of that you should be. I know the QA girl that worked with me, she was like, your accuracy is bad, you have a lot of corrections, but you're so fast that, like, I prefer it this way. Like, you're doing 3 times the work of everybody else, I don't care that I have to look at your work a lot. I want to sit with Yulin too. You know, it's funny that you say that. Because I actually bought, like, a step stool for my office. I worked at a cubicle. And I didn't decorate it at all. It was literally just the plain gray cubicle with nothing. But I bought one thing, a little step stool. So that anytime somebody wanted to, like, sit with me, either to look at my work or to shadow me and learn from me. Because they always, anytime we got new employees, I was one of the better teachers, so they'd always put new employees with me. I had this step stool that I would pull out from under the desk and just pop out right there. And I was like, oh my god, you have a chair for me? That's so thoughtful. Jesus, that's crazy. I want to sit with you. Bosses per 3 at 75% instead of 1 at 100%? Yes. Yes. It's literally like the Pokemon thing of, do we make a game once a year that makes 25 million? Or do we make a game once every 4 years that makes 50 million? Well, the results are going to be 1 a year. Yulin, I'm snowed in. Hi, Pixel. I thought the snow was going to be starting tonight. So I went to the store at 6 a.m. this morning, Pixel. And holy moly, we already had an inch on the ground at 6 a.m. Hoi hoi, y'all, I'm here now. The coolest sort of retcon in Star Wars, the theory that the old guy in the Rebel Party on Endor is Captain Rex from the Clone Wars? Huh. Good thing you did. Yeah. Yeah. I probably would have been able to get the sword if I went like Wednesday after all the snow. Because my dad has a truck that can just handle snow. But, like, it was just good to go this morning. I needed food anyway. I haven't gotten a drink in a while. We're at 1 mile already. Hydrate you, ding dong. I was literally drinking. Literally the mom telling you to do your chores while your hands are in the sink. Oh my goodness. God, why can't it snow on a Thursday? I want to go to the pear. I want row go to the pear. I'm pretty sure the row is supposed to be 2. What was pear supposed to be? I didn't play any Civ yesterday. I did play WoW, but we kind of talked about that already. You know what that thing in WoW reminded me of? One of the worst hunters I've ever seen was in the same dungeon that I did last night with that tank. No Civ? Well, I didn't play Civ yesterday because I just didn't play it on my own. It wasn't planned or anything, I just didn't open up Civ. Way back, I don't remember what expansion this would have been. This would have been like Cataclysm, maybe Mist of Pandaria. I remember I was leveling a character. No Civches? I think you're reaching with that one, Pixel. I'm leveling a character, and there is a hunter in the dungeon. It's the Nexus. And I have a DPS meter open. This hunter is doing like less than 100 DPS. And like everyone else is doing like 1,000. I'm sitting here thinking, how the fuck is this hunter this bad? Like, this is incredibly low DPS. And like his pet should just be doing this DPS. I looked at his gear. Dude didn't know what gear was. He literally had a dress on. I don't think he had a bow. I think he had like a gray staff that was 30 levels lower than him. Like, I don't know what he thought gear was. He didn't learn how to equip gear. And so he just had absolute trash on for gear. I remember the dress. And I remember seeing that and being like, oh god, he literally has no additional agility. So even though his pet is going to do all the work for him, his pet's not going to do anything because it has no stats. Everyone in Pugs is bad though? No. I would say the majority of Pugs are competent. Maybe not like amazing, but competent. This was like...
I
don't know what this was. Different Pugs.
Oh.
So Pugs in a video game sense means pickup group. So like random people. So when you queue Overwatch ranked, your 5 teammates, or 4 at this point, are Pugs. Pugs have ugly cute privilege like manatees. Pugsley.
Yes.
I find them cute. I do find them to be like genetic kind of abominations, and we should kind of breed away from them.
Yeah, I agree.
But god, they're fucking
mine
cute.
are never gonna have babies. Mine, nope. Don't.
99.9% of Pugs do not interrupt or avoid mechanics. That is bad, not competent. I haven't seen that much. Pugsley, I'm a Breedland. Okay, alright. They're definitely abominations. We did them so dirty genetically. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Bro, when is the last time you did pugs? You log in to do, like, leveling dungeons? Literally pugs, Farisu. Huh? I'm going to the Angry Dome? When is the last time you randomly queued for a dungeon, Yuland? What did you do this morning? Randomly queue for a leveling dungeon? Yes! Yes, that's a pug! Go sit in your corner. Go put your little dunce cap on. Farisu the type of person to, like, have their own dunce cap in class. Literally, there's, like, the everybody dunce cap, and then there's Farisu's special dunce cap. At least we didn't treat them as bad pigeons. Domesticate, depend on, abandon. Blame them for living in our cities near people. Did any of them interrupt or avoid damage? You just said one couldn't press buttons. And one had what I assume was an int chess piece. No. Farisu. The hunter with the cloth chess piece, that was back in, like, Cataclysm. It was a literal, like, white chess piece with 0 stats. That wasn't an issue of, like, something I saw in Time Walking. That was, like, over a decade ago. The one that couldn't press buttons, that was the Brewmaster tank that would only spinning crane kick. And that one I saw last night. The other pugs I saw, because I ran 2 time walking dungeons yesterday. The other ones I saw, they were okay. They're alright. The dungeon I did this morning was the Forge of Souls. And I was top DPS, but the Blood Decay was keeping threat off of me. He was doing his thing. The other 2 DPS, I remember one was a priest. I don't remember what the other one was. I think it was a rogue. They were doing alright. I'm level, like, 35, and everyone else seems to be around 70. So I'm just, like, crushing it just by scaling. I literally do Explosive Arrow, Wildfire Bomb, Butchery, and then everything's got 2 dots on it and, you know, got hit by 3 good AoE attacks. And then I just do my single target rotation on stuff. That's enough to keep me top DPS in AoE. And things don't last long enough to, like, make sustained AoE better. Survival has historically been pretty good burst AoE. The healer was actually DPSing in cat form. The healer was a druid that was doing as much DPS as they could in cat form, and trying to heal everybody up between pulls. Which I thought was kind of impressive, because the Forge of Souls is typically, in Time Walking, a high damage dungeon. If you just, like, leave your tank and DPS alone, they're gonna die to, like, bone barriers. Healers DPSing muted? Oh my god. Why is that a muted thing for you? Admittedly, the biggest threat in Forge of Souls is the skeletons that put up the reflective bone armor. And I interrupted every single one of those. Not a fan of DPSers, of healers DPSing. That shit is dumb as hell. I actually really like the balance WoW has for DPS healers. Healers do like 20% of a DPS. So it's not really the end of the world if they don't DPS. But it's definitely noticeable and helpful when they do. I don't like it in Final Fantasy where a healer is just a DPS. But, you know, make sure you're keeping your cooldowns of heals rolling to keep people alive and shielded. I do not like FF14 where healers, 80% of their time is spent DPSing. And then they do like 60% of the damage of a DPS. That's a little stupid to me. But honestly, Final Fantasy balance in general seems kind of stupid to me. I was bad ATM for healers because they have to do everything the tank doesn't do. DPSers are AFK and key. I don't disagree that I hate how like a mythic dungeon is like, okay, healer, do every mechanic. It's like, oh, fucking God. Hi. Oh. Literally reminding me of playing ESO. Getting shit on as a paladin for not maxing my healing skill as a solo player. I had DPS and heals. There's a reason Will isn't playing WoW ATM. Yeah, well, I mean, it's the very end of a season for Isu. That's less about, you know, bad meta and more about we're at the end of a fucking season. And Final Fantasy just started one. Like, Final Fantasy just had a raid come out. As a holy priest, you'd never see me DPS. I'm a passenger princess, take me on a journey through the dungeon, get me new gear, praise my healing. No, like, Will wants to play, but it's awful? Yeah, I just think you're wrong. I think to attribute it to just the meta is bad for healers in WoW right now is insane, because a raid just came out in Final Fantasy, and we are literally at the end of a 5-month season in WoW. That's kind of an insane take for Isu. He literally told me he wants to play, but it's bad? Yes, because we're at the end of the season and there's nothing to do. That's Will. He always wants to play WoW. He hasn't played WoW for months? I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Will mention. He literally started Warframe and other games because WoW unplayable? Yeah, I just think you're wrong, Furisu. We literally played WoW. Will played WoW for 4 months straight, and there hasn't been new content for 4 months. I have said this 3 times now, Furisu. Like, they are at the end of a season. Will is WoW-pilled and wants to play WoW, but they are at the end of a season. It's the same content that has been there for 6 months. Will plays Warframe? Yes. Yes, he does. That was a lie. I'm an evil healer. You're being dumb. I will let you guys die and won't res. You know what I always wanted, Gesturation? I fucking hated that Discipline is a healing spec. I want a holy magic DPS. But WoW is so fucking vanilla. The concept of a holy DPS is like, oh, we can't do that. Absolutely not. They have paladins, that's not a caster. I want you use healing, or you use holy magic to DPS. And Discipline for a while kind of had a DPS rotation. You spam Smite, you keep up Shadow Word Pain, and you use Holy Fire on cooldown, and your smites had a chance to, like, proc the cooldown on Holy Fire. So the goal was to use smite so much that your Holy Fires are constantly getting reset, and you can keep 2 stacks of the Holy Fire dot on. And if they made that a more standard rotation, one that was less RNG based and something you could actually manage, I fucking really like Discipline as a DPS. I must add him. Yeah, I don't think it's the end of the season. Might be wrong here. Healers that don't heal out of spite and tanks that you pull it, you tank it, need to be purged and culled from the Holy Trinity games. For sure, this should have 2 different paths, a DPS and a healer. I used to be the type of player that was like, you pull it, you tank it. Or, you know, I'm not healing if you're not the tank and you're pulling. I used to be that type of player. And then I realized, hey, you should probably use your words instead of being passive-aggressive and, like, petty. So if you're a tank and somebody's pulling for you, you can just say, hey, I'm actually kind of nervous and new to tanking, and you're stressing me out by pulling for me. will you let me pull? And 9 times out of 10, they'll just be like, oh, I just thought I was helping. Didn't realize you were new? My bad. I'll step back. I've literally had Will do that. Where, like, Will was pulling for me. I was like, Will, I need you to not do this. It's stressing me out. He's like, okay, thought I was helping. Now, sometimes you get, no, fuck you. If it's a DPS pulling, you ain't getting healed. Getting one shot, and that's direct aggression, not passive. Because then I'm gonna tell you, you fucking dumbass afterward. I'm gonna ask them first. I'm gonna say, like, hey. And I'm gonna word it in a very honeyed way to not piss off baby rage gamers that, you know, cry at any criticism. I'm gonna make it come off as my fault and my problem. So if I'm tanking and somebody's pulling for me, hey, I'm kind of new to tanking. I'm a little anxious. It's stressing me out with you pulling for me. I'm sorry if it goes a little bit slow, but will you let me pull? 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, yeah, okay, my bad. I'll let you pull. And they'll just be okay with a chill run. Not always the case in Mythic Plus, because they're like, there's a timer! No, there's a timer! Just put my headphones on. After meeting, what context is this? In games where DPS pull for you. And like, the tank being like, you pull it, you tank it. And healers being like, I don't heal people that aren't the tank and pulling. Oh, then yeah, hell no, DPS eat shit. I do disagree. I like you use honeyed words. They are very sweet and comforting. Only time that happens if the tank is already moving into pull. I know a lot of people, and I've done it myself, where they don't view it as, oh, you're going too slow, you're being a bitch. They view it as, I'm helping. I have a lot of mobility and range, and the tank doesn't. And so, he has gathered some of the mobs, and set up tanking. I'm gonna pull more mobs, and pull them through the tank, and get them stuck in the death ball where we're AoEing them down. And the tank won't have to do any extra effort. They will just naturally add these things to their threat list by doing the AoE they're already doing. I understand that logic. It doesn't always work though. In WoW, typically tanks have one ability that is like, this is the high threat. You do this to like keep threat high, and all your other stuff is some other utility. For hi Panty Sniffer. Thank you for the follow. For Brewmaster monks, Cake Smash is on a 6-second cooldown. And that shit is crazy high threat. If you're throwing down Cake Smashes, you're not losing threat. But if you throw down a Cake Smash, and then a second Cake Smash, and you don't have any charges left, you have 6 seconds until your next Cake Smash comes up. And if the enemies are running to you, and you're like, I don't have anything for another 3 seconds, they're just gonna run right by you. And at this point, the AoE that you've been doing that should have pulled wasn't available to you, and your DPS is like, why the fuck didn't the tank pull? That situation is where it's like, okay, let me pull so that I can pull with Cake Smash and like do it on my terms. You doing it is not really helping me. It's not working with my rhythm. Don't be dumb. If I yank you out from the fire and you run back in to drain my mana, I'm not gonna waste my heals on you. That's fair. If somebody is literally killing themselves in fire, that's fine. If a DPS is pulling for you, I want to talk to them first. If a DPS is running back into fire, I'm like, hey, you probably don't know about this mechanic. Maybe your settings are down. There's fire. I know you shouldn't have to do that. I know don't stand in the fire is literally video game 101 logic. But sometimes people are just not paying attention. And sometimes it's not, you know, as obvious as don't stand in the fire. Sometimes it's the enemy put up this reflect barrier. Don't kill yourself on it. You needed to read the debuff on the enemy to know that he's reflecting damage. And so it's like, hey, Mr. Rogue, this enemy has thorns. You gotta stop DPSing if you get below 50% health, because you're killing yourself, and it's hard for me to keep up with how fast you're attacking. Question, should I play Warframe or grind out the last 70 super credits? I need the new Warbond in Helldivers 2? I don't know. That Yori crib was...
any of that logic is that WoW is the go, go, go mentality, and you never have time to talk.
Yeah.
What about the Yori clip?
It was funny.
Yeah.
In...
Wait, where did... Oh, I put it in your server.
You put it in memes, I want to say. No, the ultimate response people pulling is press Blood Boil and save them the go... And save them and then go question mark. Well, so here's the thing. Yes, but I'm not always like of the mentality of I gotta save Keg Smash charges to make sure that if somebody pulls extra, I have something for them. I'm smashing Keg Smash. My rotation for Isu is literally spamming Rising Sun Kick. Spamming... What is it? It's some other move I have. I think Tiger Palm? No, Tiger Palm's the one I removed. It might be Tiger Palm. I can't remember my own fucking Brewmaster rotation right now. Spamming Rising Sun Kick. Spamming Cake Smash. And spamming a third button. And anytime I Cake Smash, I followed up with a, Breath of Fire. All of these are long enough rotations that I don't need to think about which one I'm using. I literally just roll my finger. I am literally just doing this with my hand, and all three are on cooldown. When Cake Smash comes up, and I stop doing this, I just press with my pinky to do Breath of Fire. I am literally not thinking about my rotation on Brewmaster. So I never have a Cake Smash in reserve. I play Blood Decay and do not need a healer 99.999% of the time of situations. Hate when I get life grip, not gonna lie. If we're not in columns and you life grip me, when I have a dot on me and I need to death strike, I'm going to question mark. I just put my headphones on after a meeting. What context is this? So then, yeah, nah, DPSy shit. I like to use honeyed words. Only time that happens if the tank is already moving into pull. And that's the tank's fault for not drawing aggro. For me as a monk, I'll just dash at the boss to start my combo, get my momentum going, because I know the tank is going to pull aggro before I get hit once, or at least twice, otherwise the tank ain't doing something right. That one ability is not Blood Boil. I wish question mark pings didn't get removed in the PTR build during Dragonflight. What is the big threat for Death Knights? Because I always thought it was Blood Boil. At least it wasn't Legion. It definitely wasn't Legion. Your biggest threat will forever be D&D place plus Heartstrike. Blood Boil is okay Snapchat? Dylan, you don't drink Monster or any source of caffeine, correct? Correct. The last time I drank soda, I think was in 4th grade, and I drank like a 1/5 of a can. I don't remember why. I remember having this feeling of life or death situation. I need to drink this soda right now. There's literally nothing else to drink. Water fountains don't exist. I have to drink this soda. And taking one little sip at a time and crying. I just learned killing a hen in Kingdom Come is a punishable crime, cry. That hen could have laid more eggs. It'll cost the owner a lot. Yeah. That'd have been really funny if they just did the Legend of Zelda thing. Where they just fucking swarm and attack you. Did they do that in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom? I don't think they did. I don't think they had chickens in those games. No, they did in Kakariko Village, because there was the one chicken guy. Oh, and you could piss them off there. That's right. They did have it in the game. I remember. Henry with a high enough skill check can Can claim self-defense from the Henlemau. Oh god, that's amazing. Is it hard to be a moisture farmer? You think on a walking video topic? Can I ask you what your favorite monster is by taste, Cry? Can't ask. Is it hard to be a moisture farmer? You think on walking video topic? What? I know moisture farmers are like a Tatooine profession. Any situation involving there's nothing left? You must eat, drink this. My mom says, nah. Jesus, take me now. We're done. Bro, my jaw's agape watching this interaction. I'm sending it to you now. Okay. Did you see the picture? No, you did. That's when you're like, yep, we're going back to Blender. Do you think it's hard to be a moisture farmer? Since it's on the video for a relevant topic, old sport. No. I don't think it's hard to be a moisture farmer. They literally just set up the moisture farms. What do they have to do? Clean the sand out of them every now and then? It's literally just a humidifier. Or I guess a dehumidifier. How hard can that fucking be? I want another drink. Hi,
I mean,
Icy
you're farming
Fire.
moisture on a planet that's a desert.
Right, it's not very efficient, but like, what can you do extra to make the moisture... What can you do to make more moisture?
Make my
I don't know,
moisture.
beyond
Get a
the- beyond the
humidifier.
grill?
I'm gonna... Say what you said again, Kyle.
I said, I don't know,
grill.
pee on the grill?
What the fuck?
What are we
No.
talking about? Sorry, I heard the desert, and I'm like, ooh, I know the desert.
So, in Star Wars, there's a planet called Tatooine. It never experiences... Well, it does sometimes, but it has two suns revolving around it. Not revolving around it, that it's revolving
Oh.
around. It's very
Must
hot.
be really hot.
The whole planet is a desert. It's just constantly a desert. There are seasons on Tatooine where one sun sets and the other one rises, and it's just permanently daytime. People live on this planet, and it sucks. They need water, right? So a big profession on this planet is moisture farmers. Basically, they have their house out in the middle of the desert. You can't see anybody for like 20 miles around them. And they have this like device that's essentially a giant dehumidifier. It collects moisture from the air. It's a fucking desert
Oh,
planet.
nice.
There's not much moisture in the air. So they're collecting water from like a massive area, pulling moisture out of the air to get like a gallon of water after 3 days. It's awful.
Actually, that is a
Which
very good
explains
question.
better.
How are they getting this moisture? Because the moisture that we get is if, like, depending on the wind current, you know, we'll
Mhm.
get like the rain.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we get our moisture. But if they live
there.
on a planet where it's just all desert, but no water, how?
It's there.
Like,
There's just not
how are
much
they-
of it.
Is there lakes? Is there like
Not
rivers?
that I know of. No.
As far
Huh.
as I know, moisture, or most of the actual water is like, I think, deep underground on Tatooine. So deep that it's
Yeah.
not really all that feasible to drill down to it.
That makes sense.
Hi, Yuki.
And so
Or
the
may,
way
may also be surface. There may be surface moisture at the poles too.
Mhm. My understanding was that it was
Okay.
like 2% moisture, like, or 2% humidity,
That's dry.
which is dry as fuck, but it's there.
Let me
I
see.
think most of
I'm
the
looking at
moisture
my
comes
moisture
from
right now.
dead and decaying animal carcasses.
Hard to imagine it used to not be a desert. Hi, Yuki. Yuki. Remember my friend explained it to me a while ago about how Sarlacc and Star Wars are actually just eldritch horrors? Yeah.
Our
Tatooine,
humidity
yeah,
right
no, they
now
are.
is 24%.
Tatooine has underground caves and moisture doesn't happen naturally. The moisture is drawn up from underground. This is explained in KOTOR 1, the Extended Universe books. How are you, Yulanding? I'm good. We're good. My left nerve hurts a little bit, but you know, we don't have any incline right now, so we're chilling. The atmosphere has a minimum capacity of moisture on Tatooine, so it really doesn't rain. The only good option is to use farming. And they just feed on their prey over the thousands of years. Something while keeping them alive. Oku, wave. Then when will you hunt the fabled crate dragon? What is the crate dragon in? Because I immediately think Kraid, but I'm like, no, that's not Metroid. The crate dragon. That's not in Star Wars The Old Republic, is it?
It's mentioned in and seen in Star Wars Galaxies, but it's somebody else is gonna do a better job.
I don't know if it's important enough to really go into like super depth with it. Hi, Icy.
Gotta go.
Bye. Enjoy your birthday. Have fun.
I will.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Black wave. Icy hug.
Happy birthday!
Logitech hug. Icy fire's here. Let's do them their holidays. Did we do yesterday? Yeah, we did. Today's holidays. Cow milked while flying in an airplane day. What the fuck? That's stupid.
What the fuck?
Crab stuffed flounder day. Eat ice cream for breakfast day. National Battery Day. National Drink Wine Day. Pluto Day. And Thumb Appreciation Day. Bro, these all fucking suck. Literally, like, all of them are just lame and gimmicky.
What, you don't appreciate your thumb?
I mean, I do, but does that need a fucking holiday?
No, it doesn't. I agree with that.
Great dragons are indigenous creatures on Tatooine. The guard area is strong with the dark side. In nearly every form of Star Wars media in some form. Usually they're skeletons. Luke sees one, for example. Oh. Speaking of big skeletons in the desert, somebody noticed there's a big skeleton in the desert in the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. And based on the structure of it, like when you look at it from afar, it is probably a Gen Moran. So Gen Moran, every Monster Hunter game has a siege fight. And so a siege fight is basically, you don't fight the monster directly. You're fighting it from like a wall. Shooting it with ballista, shooting it with cannons. You might jump on its back and hit it a little bit. And maybe you fight it directly sometimes. But Gen Moran was the siege fight of Tri. I don't remember what it was in 2. In Monster Hunter 1, it was Lao Shenlong. In Tri, you ride on this boat. It's a sailboat in the desert. So it's literally like sailing over dunes and whatnot. And Gen Moran is a giant fucking whale with 2, like, just forward-facing walrus tusks. This thing is fucking scary, and it looks like it's made to destroy boats. And you fight this thing on this boat, and it's kind of like, I don't want to say a scripted fight, but he will do certain attacks at certain time intervals. Hi, Zervis. Boat goes binted. Zervis, I was talking about the Gypsy earlier, where I was like, carve it, guys, make sure you carve the rewards, so that we can use them when we're done with the beta. And you and Sis were like, okay, and then got smacked and both of you screamed. It made me so happy. The Jen Moran fight was fucking awesome. And it's by far, like, the best siege fight Monster Hunter has ever done. We both went, what the fuck? In the desert of Monster Hunter Wilds, in the like, big dune area, there is an area that looks like it'd be the tail. Like, there's a section of rocks that could be bone that look like a Jen Moran tail. There is a ridge that looks like it could be the spine. And then the most identifiable, there's two forward-facing tusks that look like they'd be the Jen Moran tusks. And it covers like a massive section of the desert. And it's like, holy shit, that's a Jen Moran skeleton. Monster Hunter has a history of like putting skeletons like this in levels. In Monster Hunter World, the entire Rotting Vale, which is a zone, is the remains of a monster called a Dalamadur, which is the biggest monster in Monster Hunter gaming media. Of this giant it's this humongous snake. Skeletons are your friend. Ice cream for breakfast, I guess? Yeah. Didn't even drink the wine on National Drink Wine Day. Give me honey. You know that weird sound Obi-Wan does in episode 4? To scare off the sand people to save Luke? That's what one of those dragons sounds like? Oh, okay. Boat goes Binted, base Star Wars knower. So yeah. There's a big skeleton in the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. It's a Jen Moran. I would love for fucking Jen Moran to make an appearance. If they brought Jen Moran back as the siege fight, oh my god. They're doing siege fights less and less though. In Monster Hunter World, they had Zora Magdaros, which almost everyone hated. Unanimously, people don't like fighting Zora Magdaros. In Iceborne, they had a Velkhana, which was just a standard monster that you fight. But they had a version of it where it's like, you're just defending the gate and there's cannons everywhere. In Rise, they just had Rampage, which was literally like a, hey, here's a grindable thing where you fight various monsters. It's kind of like the old Siege modes, but it's like a whole expanded thing where there's a lot more stuff to fight in there. Not just one monster that you fight with cannons. And I'd say for the most part, people don't like Rampage. I didn't put too much. I was okay with it, but I didn't do it much. Great Dragons are the most dangerous thing you get to fight, other than Dark Jedi in most of the games. Rancor's little baby to Great Dragon? Yeah. My brain's just a sponge, and I so easily fall down wiki rabbit holes. Oh, me too, Jess. I will see something that I'm like, that's mildly interesting. Want to know more about it. And then before I know it, I've spent 4 hours on a wiki. That's where I got all of my WoW lore. Because WoW, and I was talking to One Blue Sheep about this recently, WoW, like, wants you to not know their lore. They have lore that you experience in an expansion as you go through, like, the leveling zones and the raids. But the moment that expansion isn't, like, the current expansion anymore, they push it off to the side and will often remove stuff from that story so you can't even see it anymore. WoW lore is weird. If you get into Final Fantasy XIV, you literally have to go through all the lore. So you're gonna know the whole story and all the lore and all that stuff. In World of Warcraft, you're gonna know the most recent chapter, and the previous 12 chapters, they have literally pushed under the rug. They have literally, like, tried to hide it from you. Yeah, but where do you get your WoW porn? Rule 34. Where I get all the other porn. You remember the name of those creatures? They get hunted to extinction in KOTOR 1? Parentatex? Those things are sick as fuck. I like how you asked if she remembered the name and then just said it. This just means I have more people to commiserate. Disney decanonizing swaths of Star Wars lore to justify the last 3 movies. My knowledge extends more to the shows and movies. But let's be real, anything after 2015 is not real when it comes to Star Wars. Much agreed. I couldn't remember if I was right about them. Being those are not Sag. Oh, okay. We're cruising. We're at 2.7. It's hard to know where I am in this video because a lot of it just looks the fucking same. You know, I want to add, I'm not a Death Knight in Dragon Fable. My job is called Doom Knight. Yeah, but you did everything you could to make it look like an edgy Death Knight. Edgy Death Knight's an oxymoron. You did everything to make it look like just a Death Knight. Therefore, I'm not a Death Knight. I am a Doom Knight. Also, HK-47 is the best character. Full would say the same thing. For a long time, Full's profile picture was HK-47. That's an assassin droid, right? From Star Wars Galaxies or something? I think their server profile for their Discord is still HK-47.
HK-47 is from the original public game.
Not that long ago, I joked about WoW lore. You know, everything can be traced back to the Big Bang, and explained how orcs came to Azeroth, starting with the Big Bang. Yeah, kinda. Yep, from Knights of the Old Republic. He calls organics meat bags. Based? HK-47 is redacted by spoiler character. Play KOTOR 1 when Yulin. I don't know. Wiki rabbit holes are the worst. Like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings or something. When you have either so much material, or every fucking character has a name and backstory. There's a YouTube channel I really like, Jess. That,
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hi, Lofan.
I'm sorry to intrude, but I am too thirsty. Does anyone have any tomato juice?
Ew, no.
Tomato juice is not bad, actually. I don't know, have you ever tasted V8? What do you think the main ingredient is?
I actually don't know if I've ever had tomato juice. You know how picky I am.
That's pretty good.
I was gonna say, this is the first time I've ever seen you in VR chat, but I can see your avatar, so that's incorrect.
I mean, I've been around here before, so it's possible.
You've definitely seen Lofam
Regular?
at like old lay meetups, Kyle.
Oh, that's well. I guess that's true, but I don't even know if those odd security options existed at that point. Going to be real with the chief.
They've been around for a while. Show avatar and hide avatar stuff.
Where's the?
It's been like 4
Is
to
there, like,
5 years
mirror
at this
here?
point.
Or-
No.
Why would you do this to us? There's not even a mirror. We just have to look at this.
Fucking get excess overlay. Or just like, if you're here in desktop, you're gonna fucking minimize VR chat anyway.
Yeah, I have a stream over my VR chat thing.
This one's probably playing Warframe.
Fuck
I'm not
you.
playing Warframe.
Lofam is also.
That does remind me, actually.
Uh-huh.
My Zephyr Prime actually should be built. I should remember. I should probably.
Hell
get
yeah.
that.
Hi, Dore.
I know.
My playstyle doesn't jive with Zephyr Sag.
Oh, I'm just going through my things to eventually get all the primes, so we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, I learned I cannot get. Okay, sorry, this is a Warframe. So I'm sorry, that guy came
This
in.
is now
talking
a
about Warframe.
It's fine.
This is-
Farisu's
yeah, this is
here
now
anyway.
Warframe.
She's legend rank 4 whatever, so she's like, Warframe, let's go!
LR4.
Yeah. Oh, it's Lofam. Yeah. Clamato.
Time to
Clamato!
grind common rarity items for Lavos and Xenopride.
Have you had Clamato juice, by the way, Ewan?
Kamado juice?
I mean, if that's what you want to
No,
do.
Clamato. So
I've
it's
never
plain
heard of
plus
it.
tomato.
I've never heard of it.
It's Yeah, so it's like clam juice. I say clam juice, but I don't really think it's like saying humans have juice because it's an animal, right?
Hello, fam.
So clam juice.
You know my sense of taste. I went to the grocery store this morning.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way you're gonna do this, but I mean,
I bought six
well-
tortillas. I bought a can of red beans and a can of
by the way,
pinto beans. I bought 3
Mhm.
gallons of milk. I bought 3 cereals. One is
oh,
called.
you're back to milk.
I never went below 1. I'm back up to 3 gallons a week because I'm doing a lot of
Jesus
cereals.
Christ.
Oh.
Okay.
They're the 3 cereals I get are PB Blast, Cinnamon Crunch, and I'm trying Wheat Squares. It's all this like organic brand of, I forget the name. It says organic and then I forget the rest of the brand. But they all have like 10% sugar, which is why I like them. The standard cereals are like 40.
Kellogg would be so proud of you.
um
I'm a little proud of that one actually.
I
Over here.
I get a 5-pound bag of potatoes. I didn't today because I'm behind on potatoes because my parents have been like we're doing family dinner night 4 nights a week. And I'm like, fucking all right, I'm down. That's it. That was my. Oh, I got 18 eggs. The prices of eggs have gone
Okay, yeah,
down
that's pretty
to
standard.
has gone down to
Oh,
$10
sorry, you
for
had to declare.
18.
Nice. Progress is being
Nature
made.
is healing.
Nature is
Farm,
here.
farms are healing.
To catch up. The extended universe books that explain that Luke does after the 6th movie is
Joke
fucking
about,
peak Star Wars.
Save
Also,
eggs,
Kyle.
use low fams.
No, see, I knew people were gonna go there. I don't like eggs. All right, we've been through this more. Okay. Okay, I have
I'm gonna catch up
memories,
real quick.
okay?
Also, Kyle
Okay, yeah,
Katarn based, Dark Forces based. Now questions low fam about Clamato. Mirror Gazers. Oh, it's a low fam. I have a nice view of bubbles and fishies. Hop on Warframe. Time to grind common rarity items for Lavos and Ceto Prime. Pat. Have every mod and every mod maxed and every cosmetic you can grind. It's Uncle Low fam. I hear a cutie. Noodles bowl. Fish. Morningland. Hope you all are well. Hi, Techno. All right. I'm caught up.
I was gonna say, I have memories. I'm a mammal.
Uh-huh.
It's that simple.
I have
Yeah,
great
wink,
picture
wink.
of me.
Yes.
Do any mammals have feathers?
Good question, actually. I don't think so. I'm trying to think of any that actually do.
But there are mammals that have bills.
This is true.
I think there's only one, the platypus,
Yeah.
and we're not counting that thing.
Why
That
is
thing
there-
is,
why
That thing's
there
weird.
A platypus VTuber.
yeah.
There is.
There is.
Platypus is also venomous.
Literally,
poisonous.
Google platypus VTuber. I guarantee you'll get like. There's a lot of VTubers. There's only a few
Yeah,
well-known
there's
VTubers, but when you start like looking up like owl VTubers,
Less
you're gonna
than
get like
1%?
50. Velociraptor VTubers, you're gonna get 5. Anglerfish VTubers, you're gonna get like 20. Capybara,
I was gonna
I
say,
know a
anglerfish is
capybara.
actually pretty common.
Yeah, I actually do think there's quite a bit of anglerfish.
Mhm.
Ralphie, the
Anglerfish.
platypus VTuber. Platypussy? Okay, Pixel. Alright, found a few.
I just had like a horror story happen in my mind, and like it was like a flash, like a
Uh-huh.
your light flashes before your eyes. I just had a whole entire horror story flash before my eyes. All right,
Mhm.
I'm gonna give you the premise.
Go ahead.
A child's TV show that's hosted by a VTuber.
Ugh.
Yeah, see, exactly. That's all that's all I have to say. And you're like, no, it's happening. No, it can't be true.
So, the VTuber idea that
VTuber?
Cairo and I are planning, that we think is gonna be really fun.
Mhm.
Cairo and I are gonna play Tales together.
Which one?
And this is part of a deal. I get Cairo playing Tales. He gets me playing Xenoblade. Xenoblade 3, Xenoblade 2. I forget which one. When we play Xenoblade though, it'll just be me playing. I'll be streaming it to him on
Okay.
Discord, and then he'll be putting that through OBS. And then he is going to be in VR chat, walking around on the screen. So he'll be like moving close to the mobs and be like, "This one, Yulin, hit this one." So imagine somebody playing Xenoblade, and there's just a little VTuber like running around on their screen, almost like Navi from Legend of Zelda just
I was
running up to
literally
stuff
just
and be like,
"Hey,
this,
listen,
do this.
do this one.
Look at this door, Ewan. Think we should go here? And then I go somewhere else. He's like, all right, you little piece of shit. Like, that's what we're going to do for Xenoblade. And I think that is a really fun idea.
How long is Xenoblade?
It's a JRPG. I'm expecting 60 fucking hours.
Well, not all JRPGs are built the same, so as you know, I'm just gonna say, oh, this is a particularly long one.
I don't think it's like crazy long. I don't think it's like... I don't think it's one of the ones that's gonna just fucking 200 hours to see the fun stuff. But I don't think it's gonna be super short. It's also like months down the line. Because I told him, he said Tails first. And when Tails finishes, that's when Xenoblade starts. And I've also said, we are not touching Tails until we finish Monster Hunter Wild. The Monster Hunter Wild comes out and we get our fill of it after a month or two. And then we start Tails.
Oh, this is like 6 months from now, though.
Yes, this is a long thing, like, far into the future.
We'll start at Christmas. Beautiful.
I don't know much about Legends, but I did like the idea of Luke having a wife. I wish they would have added that into the new lore, even if they kept all the lore they have now. Elin don't trust Lofam, they lay eggs. I think that's how it works, but I can't prove it. In this shortage or time of need. Am I freezing? Oh, no, excess overlay was just crashing. I can't see
Also, there
chat.
is a mirror, by the way.
Is there?
There is.
Is it this big window I'm in front of?
Yes.
That's
That's why I was looking at it. It's like, this is prime mirror real estate.
It
right?
really is.
This is free real estate.
I just see the fish, but normally I'd see my, access overlay windows.
Well, if you do high quality mirror, then it just reflects us, so you can still see the fish.
Wouldn't that be low quality mirror?
I don't.
High
think
quality
so.
mirrors usually like reflects you and the environment. Low quality is usually just you, so that you don't lag yourself out.
Oh, well, there's low. Well, the thing is, honestly, I prefer low quality then because I want to still see the stuff. The fish. They do have low and high quality though. They do have that.
All right, excess overlay is back up. Just gotta bring up all my windows. I don't know why excess overlay fucking hates me. Platypus and Porpoise are also male. Like, have him marry and have a few kids, and have him go onto his little island and be emo. In this shortage, our time of need. Capybara. Liffy is a capybara VTuber. That's a VTuber that I know. Platypusy, Ralphie the Platypus VTuber, found a few. Venomous is when they inject toxin. Poisonous is when you get toxins by eating or touching. Correct. There's even a Moogle VTuber. Alright, Pixel. Alright, Buster. Gonna become the first Humu Nukukuku Apwa's VTuber? Huh. A VTuber hosting a children's show can be true when Hololive is predicting and supporting Super Bowl outcomes. Hello. Barney is a VTuber. That sounds super fun. Blue from Blue's Clues was a VTuber. Blue's Clues. As someone who's experienced Xenoblade 2, it's 60 fucking hours. You understand. Luke being the literal living embodiment of the pure light-sided force is pretty awesome, though. He became God. Low-quality mirror can see
not if
beyond it.
Disney has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I mean, because okay, I'm gonna say like the newer iteration of Luke is definitely not what I would consider the pure iteration of light side. I
haven't watched the new movies. I haven't seen Rogue One, 7, 8, or 9. I haven't seen The Mandalorian.
Honestly,
I didn't see Obi-Wan.
you don't need to.
I didn't see. Is it Legacies? What's the anime?
I have no idea. Honestly, so here's the thing: nothing of value is added. If anything, it just tarnishes the already better established extended universe. Just fucking don't even do it. Honestly, if you want more Star Wars, just go read books.
kind of just love the grumpy old mentor trope.
Those are
So he can do whatever he wants as long as he sits his ass down that island in the end. See, I actually,
Basically, fuck Disney.
if I want more Star Wars stuff, if it's in the time period of Anakin, I don't give a hot shit. Because I feel like there's enough stuff going on there. I hate it when somebody's like, all right, we gotta write a new story. We have to use our established characters. Let's fit something in with Obi-Wan here. Yeah, we've already written that
already
he
had
spends...
the stories.
Exactly. We've already written that he spends 20 years on this planet watching over Luke. Let's have him go on a little adventure that totally goes against his character and has him like have mental trauma and an emo phase. It's just like, fuck off, man. I hate this. If I see a Star Wars story,
These smaller details were supposed to explain the character at that time. As in, like, you didn't know who Obi-Wan was, and so he's telling you like the past is like a wise old man, right? We didn't need to fucking expand upon it. Okay, we didn't need to know every single detail about his life because he did, like, the role he played was as a mentor, right? So
Yeah. I'm okay with 1, 2, and 3, but like,
well, that's because like the idea of a prequel is different than an idea of like a character prequel story, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I want to see like the overall how it got to the Death Star and the Empire. I don't want to see let's follow Obi-Wan specifically for this time.
Exactly.
I also think it was just horrible what they
Same.
did with Obi-Wan there. Obi-Wan is supposed to be like the best Jedi, not of all time, but at that time he was
probably one of the best, like legend-wise. Like, he is incredibly intelligent, skilled with both the Force and like lightsaber. Like, he is like legitimately very good.
probably the only one that could stand up to Anakin at that time. Well, at least one of the few that could. And like training, he was just everything a Jedi was supposed to be. And then they go into the Obi-Wan series and he's like, oh, I'm emo and I don't know if it was all for nothing. He's like, this dude spent his whole life growing up with meditation. He's not gonna have this like mental anguish of what the fuck do I do? Like, he's already spent decades thinking on all of this shit that's happened. I don't understand why they have him like having a self-confidence phase of like, I just don't know. And then like the show fucking peaks with him being like, I love Anakin, but he's gone. He's Vader now. And him having a fucking power spike of like resolution and conviction in fighting Darth Vader. It's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that?
That's a story for a younger man.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, if this was a story of like reversal, that like say like Obi-Wan was Darth Vader and Anakin was going through that, and Anakin was young, then that makes sense because like, oh, my teacher went to the dark side, and like, what am I fucking supposed to do? Like, it's just like, yeah, it's not. It's the wrong character.
That's why I like Star Wars: The Old Republic so much, because it's just so far removed from Anakin, Obi-Wan, and all that stuff. That's like, it's just the fucking amazing setting of Star Wars, and they just get to do completely fresh stuff. That's like, it's not convoluted by all the existing stuff. They don't have to build around 12 existing stories. They can just build a story, right? You can play an Imperial agent.
They don't have to deal with the baggage of Lucas's poor writing.
Yeah.
True.
It's just write a cool story in the setting, write some cool lightsaber shit, write some cool Imperial agent shit. These empires and the Republic are like ageless, so you still get literally those things of the Republic and the Empire. I fucking love the Star Wars lore stuff. The Star Wars: The Old Republic lore.
Yeah, I've been kind of waiting for the MMO to like update to see if they have anything cool.
I know they did an update for the zones, and
I sent that to you.
No.
I said that.
no, you sent that to me 2 months after Fullmetal Ratchet sent it to me. And I literally already recorded some of the zones with these changes. The one I had a lot of problems with was Hoth, Because in Hoth, they added dynamic events. And one of the fucking dynamic events was, hey, this area towards the east of the map, you know, where the Republic and the Empire converge and they're in the fallen, like, ship debris, that entire area is covered in a minefield now. Go and disable the mines. Also, you can't see the mines. Just walk around slowly until you start hearing a beeping, and then you can disarm it once you're close enough to see it. You can't
Sounds like a terrible idea.
You can't fucking see them in HUDless. So I'm recording, I'm walking along, and I just suddenly blow up and die. And I'm like, what? I had to wait for that quest to time out after like 35 minutes. And I was just like,
Perfect content.
I hate this, bro.
Honestly, you should have just kept that like in the video where you just keep on going from the graveyard there and blowing up and just keep going. That would have been fucking
Just like
hilarious.
it fades out, it does the little banner advertising my stream, and then just bloopers, and it's just 10 seconds of me just doot doot doot. Big 2015 onwards.
No, that would
Luke
be a
is
very
dog
stark
shit.
wake-up call.
Yeah. Watch Acolyte. I have not heard good things about Acolyte. And in particular, I've heard the lesbian dark side cult impregnating each other with the dark side of the Force. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
That sounds a little just I don't care, Pixel. Also, Old Lore has Darth
What?
Talon. Darth
Is that a
Talon
real
hot.
thing?
Yes. Correct, even though Mandalorian was very entertaining until they shifted focus. Still supports the B's lore shift. The BS lore shift. The power of one, the power of two, the power of many. Also, the villain of the Obi-Wan series was shit. Obi-Wan is the best guardian dueling-wise. He isn't particularly gifted with the Force until he's an old man. He learns from Qui-Gon Force Ghost to become a true master. Oh yes, we have Starkiller, Revan, Darth Plagueis. Now let's just rewrite already established and loved characters, Disney. Literally that, and it pisses me off. It's literally the Acolyte, though, and they still, you know, the power of many. BNS character creation event pushed back by 5 hours? What the fuck? Whatever. Gillen turned into a civilian.
What is this character creation event?
Do you remember the game Blade and Soul?
Yes.
So, it's dead. Well, I guess you could still play it, but it's
Yeah.
not good. They have recently said...
I mean, it was made a while ago, like a decade, right?
Yes. They recently said, hey, we think that the Korean payment model just doesn't work in NA, and we didn't really get to, you know, do it right. So we've gotten permission from Daddy NCSoft to do it again. But this time the American team will probably have more control on, like, the structure of how content comes out. So it's literally the same game, graphics update, coming out with patch 1, and they will introduce new content and a mix of the old existing content. But it's going to have way less focus on, like, gacha and RNG roles like that. They want it to be more Western. And so, Blade and Soul has really good combat, so I'm a little interested in it. I might make walking videos of it, depending on how easy it is to make walking videos of it. Oku is turbo Blade and Soul pilled, so he's like, let's fucking go. There's like 1 or 2 others also that have been like, super excited for it. Minesweeper Star Wars Edition. Hi Muffin, hi Mixie. That's what the Amazons do in DC as well. You know what that means? You get to claim your name after stream? Yeah. What, you guys don't like spinning the wheel to upgrade your gear? Okay. When I played Blade and Soul, I hit max level at apparently the worst fucking time. The game had been out for like 4 or 5 years. And you could spend $100 and get like top level, item level. And, you know, do the good DPS and like your character was kitted out. Or you could grind whatever the most recent dungeon was in dailies. And after about 50 to 100 hours, you would have that same level of gear, you'd be kitted out. It was very doable.
Okay.
And it was a grind, but, you know, that's why you play games. The patch I hit max level, they said, yeah, we don't like that people are just playing the game and not paying money, so we're gonna kill that. Now, you can still spend $100 to get fully kitted out, But to get that level as a free-to-play player, it's gonna take about 1,000 hours. We're reducing the free-to-play rates by like 10 times over. So if you want to like get to that level,
Give us money.
give us money. Hi, Bophomet. Hi, Whiskey. Egg salad sandwich equals I do eat a lot of eggs. I've been fucking
Egg salad sandwich is good.
I have been fucking dying in this bird flu situation because I went like 3 weeks without getting my eggs. I always just make I get a carton of 18 eggs at the store and I hard boil them in a pressure cooker. Hi, Mad Ha. We were just talking about Blade and Soul. Blade and Soul Neo comes out on the 25th, I want to say. The 25th or the 22nd, I forget which one. Hi, Birdane.
Oh, you have a couple days before Wilds.
Yeah, well, so
27th.
here's the thing. WoW also has a patch a couple days before Wild, so it's like, oh god. Literally everything's in February. Civ 7, which came out a few days ago. And then there's WoW and Blade and Soul and then Wild. It's too many things. Hi, Ty. No, I hope you had a great stream, full from it. Good job today. Thank you again for the raid. You know that means you get to claim your name. What, you guys don't like spinning the wheel? Isn't Blade and Soul gonna be dung farm for RNG gear than PvP? Well, so here's the thing. People are already questioning how good the Blade and Soul Neo launch is going to be. Because there's no PvP at the start. And they've also added a stamina system. Which is like, huh? What? You spend $1,000 and get a downgraded Maple Story? Blade and Soul Neo. Egg salad, brethren. Lend me your ear. I give you tuna egg salad sandwiches. Finally, content. Hi, Keo. What are we at? We're at 3.8 miles. Oh my goodness. There's no nap today. Hi, how goes?
No nap.
It goes good. Yeah.
I'll do your nap for you then.
You can do the nap if you want. Everybody join on Low Fam and surround them and cuddle them.
Well, no, I'm probably gonna be like, I'm slightly ill. I slept like 14 hours yesterday.
Oh. I
Yeah.
usually nap after my walks. But my friend...
I'm aware. I've been here before.
My friend has set up a Civ 7 group playthrough. And we random the leaders. I got fucking Charlemagne, and I'm like, I don't know how to fucking use Charlemagne. This is completely against my playstyle. We are...
Charlemagne, isn't that French guy?
Yes.
Yes.
We have just gotten to the exploration age. Which, have you played much Civ at all?
No,
It's,
it's not my kind of game.
understandable. Civ 7 added this thing called Ages. So in the past, it was like, you start, you build up your stats, you go for a victory type, whether that's science, where you're just trying to do your thing and get to the end of the game at a certain point, or domination, where you just try to take over everybody else. And, in Civ 7, they added Ages, which is kind of like a soft reset. AGES. So, like, there's the Antiquity Age, where everybody is, you know, building up their stuff, building up their civilization. And then when somebody gets to a point where they end the age, it transitions over to the Exploration Age. And everybody keeps their cities, but, like, their armies have a reset. A lot of their bonuses were, like, age-specific. A lot of stuff will be, like, because you transition into this next age, you get gold per, like, something you had going into the next age. Most people don't like it. I think it's okay.
Seems very different than what Civilization had been doing.
It's not a full reset. The big thing is it's not a full reset. So, like, you go into the next age, it's not like you were winning, and, like, now because of the age, it's an even playing field, and you're just like, oh, well, I almost won, but, you know, now they're gonna take me over because they got the full reset. They got really lucked out. You're going into the next age, you're still going to have an advantage. The big thing... Hi, Grianne. The big thing is that whoever's winning decides when the age goes over. So, like, if I'm pushing science really, really hard, I could go straight up the science tree and trigger the age to cross over really early. And that would have me with a lot of science benefits. And everyone else, you know, if they're doing good in science or civics, they're going to have their benefits that they wanted, but they're not going to have, like, a lot of the stuff around it that might be really beneficial. I can cut off a lot of their benefits and passives before they get them by transitioning the age. Or
Okay.
I can sit on it for a while. I can be like, I'm going to collect every single bonus from the science tree. I'm going to get like 70% from the civics tree. And everyone else is going to be catching up, and maybe they're going to get like 60 to 70% of both trees. But I'm going to get absolutely everything so that I'm really strong going into the next one. That is a choice that you have if you're winning in the current age. Oh, is that a hut blimp? It's not specifically a hut blimp, but it is a Tatooine blimp. Huh.
Is it even a blimp? I thought it was more like a hovercraft.
It's like a... Not a sand skip. I guess it is just hovercraft. Do you remember the Datacron in this fucking zone?
No. The thing is, I never really win for Datacrons. It's not like a big thing for me.
I played with Full Metal Ratchet, and he was like, it is absolutely mandatory we get every Datacron. And I'm like, but it gives us 2 mind. Yes, this is required. None of us in the party even use mind. I said it is required, Elendu. Oh, God. The Datacron in this zone.
Is the way.
In Tatooine, there's the big desert on the, I think, the western side.
I think it's western side, yeah.
At the very south of this desert, there is a dune crawler that is crashed in the sand, and it is like, it's half buried. You crawl up on this, and you wait for one of these sand hover things. I think there's actually a hot air balloon that's a little different than this one. It comes by. It will come by every hour, and it's there for 10 seconds. You jump off this half-buried dune crawler onto the hot air balloon. It then takes 30 minutes going to the north end of the zone, where it goes by another dismantled dune crawler. This one you couldn't climb up on your own. You have to jump onto it from the hot air balloon. And there's a Datacron on it that you can get that way. I fucking hate the Datacrons. I hate them so much. Hi, Yasu. I just found an unopened CO2 canister. More SodaStream. You could have Lunchley on the side with a tuna egg sandwich. Aegis, Charlemagne, doesn't that mean you get to be a Sulfo's boss? Pot friend. Wait, has Northbridge showed up today? I don't know if they did. I'm like scrolling up in the chat to check. I don't think they did. Well, Grand started it. Cat, do this. Oh, is that a hut blimp? Are Monuments and Wonders still a thing? Sounds like hell with Wonders. It is. Wonders transition over. Monuments.
Those are like, they give like civilization bonuses, right?
Yes. It'll be like, you know, early on, a lot of them are really lame. A lot of them are just like, this adds 1 production to every tile that has a granary, or that has a, like, farm around the wonder in this city, right? It's, like, very city-specific. It's very not game-changing. Once you get to the later wonders, they can be fucking insane. So one of my favorite wonders was always Mount St. Michel, which makes it so that you generate 3 tourism from, and I think 2 gold from any of the works of art displayed in your nation. And I would pair this with, I forget their name, but they were the Queen of Poland in Civ 6. They had a benefit where anytime they make an apostle, they automatically get the promotion bonus when this unit dies. In religious combat, you make a work of art. And so you just spam apostles and send them out, and you don't try to win and convert. You do convert places, but like mostly just to piss off everyone so that they go to religious combat with you. And then all of your apostles get killed. You spawn a ton of works of art. Suddenly you're generating 500 culture and 300 tourism per turn. And everybody are like, wait, I thought they were going for the religious victory. They're fucking crushing it in culture suddenly. Oh god. Have you told anyone about your religion? So, I have a solo run of Civ 7 where I've been learning the new systems, right? I founded a religion. The religion is Uma Fuda art. And in Civ games, you get to name the religion. You get to like decide what the name is. And I always make it something that like it's going to come as a shock to people. And so like what will happen is my missionary will go to a city. And then they'll spread the religion. And it'll say something like Uma Fuda art has been brought to this city. And like everyone else in the game, they just see that message and they're like, what the fuck, dude? In the past, I've done things like herpes, crabs, super crabs. When I was first learning Civ with Foss, the first one I did was crabs. And so, Yulin just brought crabs to the city, and Foss is like, what the fuck, bro? The next time we played...
Magic crabs!
The next time we played was with a big group of people, and I'm pushing religion, and Solanine, she goes, oh god, I just realized Yulin's probably doing religion. He's probably gonna spread some gross religion like crabs. I'm like, what? I'm more original than that. I'm not gonna spread crabs 2 games in a row. That's come on. Give me more, you know, give me more credit than that.
No,
She's
I give
like,
you no credit.
And she's like, yeah, what did you do? What religion did you make? And then I have like on cue a missionary there that spreads religion. It goes, Yulin just brought super crabs to Solanine City of France, and she's like, god damn it, Yulin.
I'm super tired. I'll go back to sleep.
Go back to sleep. Rest well. You gotta feel better.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta
Hi,
get some water
Archangel.
too, though.
Okay.
Thank you, Violet. Thank you.
Anyway, have fun, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for stopping
Yeah, I'm
by.
hydrating. I have coffee too. It's fine.
That's the opposite of hydrating.
It falls. That is an urban legend. Actually, you actually do get hydrated from coffee to a point. You have to drink, I think, like 5 glasses before the diuretic nature of coffee actually outweighs its hydration values.
I've actually also read this. But if you're trying to get sleep,
Caffeine in itself is a diuretic.
yes, but you need a lot for it to actually affect you. For the amount that's in coffee. It's not like a linear, you've had just a smidgen of caffeine, you've immediately got less than the hydration you got from it. It's a curve. BNS PvP was fun though, except summoners. People spamming block that won't be in Neo. 4.3 miles. When you have heaven, but lack earth, train the body. When you have earth, but seek heaven, train the mind. This is the way. I have 300 hours in Civ 5. Those were fun. 2 games, good memories. Okay, Jess. Alright. For me, flying spaghetti monster. Bro, stop. I worship Uma Fuda art. That's what shocks people today. Blind, LL, CLOFI. Counterpoint, there are plenty of people who drink 5 cups in a day. That's true, but I don't. Well, I think Violet is saying counterpoint to coffee dehydrates you. There's a lot of people who drink 5 cups a day and they're not having hydration issues. I do? Oh my goodness. Hello, Oomphy. Hi, Ellie. Hi. We're walking through Tatooine. The desert. That's like Fortune Street. Love that game. Crazy ass Wii game by Square Enix. Had extra long games. Squish the Loaf, long one. It is a very long one. I think it's like right at 5 miles. It depends on like if I stop the treadmill and like get off to mess with like excess overlay or Steam for a minute, whether I get it 5 miles or not. Yanni, super duper cute. Oh my goodness, Space Fish. We'd have 6 hours games where you're begging. It would be over by the end. There was a game that Cairo played on stream, and it looks like Weeb and it looks like Weeb Mario Party, but it literally took them like 32 hours to do a play session, or like to finish one game, and it's just like, bro, that's too long. Can't remember what it was called. I want to say Dokapon Panic? Sounds awesome. Maybe it's similar to Fortune Street? I wish Cairo was here right now.
Dokapon Kingdom?
Maybe? I think Cairo is probably like getting swamped with work right now. I bought some big-ass vegan Doc Martens. They're sick. Hold on. What are Doc Martens? Because I usually think of vegan and I think of food. There's a board game and stocks and shit? So you could invest in your opponent's properties? So if you land on it, you pay them? Then you get paid yourself? They're platform boots? How do you have vegan platform boots? You can counter high-value properties? Vegan leather? I see. Okay. Oh my god, I'm fucking tired. What stories do I have? Okay. This is a story that, like, I kept seeing on Reddit, and 2 people sent to me. Glad we cleared that up. We did! This guy, he booked a flight for Missouri. And he hadn't been there in a while. He gets to Missouri, and, you know, he's just chilling. He's just like, wow, this place is so different. Turns out, he was not in Missouri. He was in fucking Mongolia. I don't know how he got to Mongolia and not Missouri, but he was in literally not Missouri. And, like, the crazy part of this story isn't that he went to the, you know, wrong place. That's crazy in and of itself. But the crazy thing was, he didn't know for 3 fucking days. It literally wasn't until the 3rd day that he was like, hang on a minute. This don't seem like Missouri. It was you, huh, Ewan? No. No, obviously not.
Missouri, by Missouri.
I saw a clip of him being interviewed. He's just like, yeah, I hadn't been here in 8 years, and, you know, I just thought the place was totally different now. And it's like, bro, what? What do you mean you thought it was different? They're not speaking the same language, dude. That's, kind of fucking wild. I can understand driving the wrong way on a road for a bit. I've done that now and then when, you know, you lose your GPS and you're like, shit, I have no idea where to go. Doing that with a plane is like, how did you buy the wrong ticket? Did you just see the M and you're like, yep, that's it? Like, wouldn't the price be a big signifier of, like, you're going to the wrong place? I can't imagine wherever he was flying from to Missouri costs the same as to fucking Mongolia. There's no way. Maybe he was, like, coming from Japan, and it was much cheaper to go to Mongolia. I don't know. Rice falls under the category of things sure are different.
What if he's rich and illiterate?
I would hope not. I would fucking hope not.
I mean, if you're rich, you don't gotta learn to read. You can pay somebody to do that.
Well, I mean, you could, but you're not going to. They're never going to do that because there's a lot of just ease and like convenience of being able to read something yourself. Even if it was like a status symbol of like, oh yes, I don't know how to read. I just pay some poor to do that for me. Having to ask somebody to do literally everything for you, like, what does this say? And what does this say? That's just so inconvenient. I think rich and illiterate falls under the illness affluenza. Too rich to be normal functional adult.
Who
Rich-
said that?
Violet. Rich and illiterate just doesn't make sense to me.
Violet, you're
You
basic.
can understand rich and stupid. But rich and illiterate is like, that one's a little like, I can't see that happening. The other video I saw a ton of was, this guy. He's on like Omegle. And, he's sitting there boxing. He's like, just punching. And, whoever he, matches with on Omegle, they're like, we punching? Haha, yeah, I can punch too. And then he kind of just squares up. He, like, looks at this as a challenge that they're punching as well. And he just punches his webcam. He just punches it and it, like, loses video feed. And you hear, like, the USB disconnect sound. And then it comes back and he's, like, snapping his keyboard over his knee. And then it loses signal and it goes back. And then it's like, he picks up his chair and he throws it at his laptop. And the whole time you're hearing, like, USB sounds connect and disconnect. And the video is going in and out. And then it comes back, it's kind of tilted up toward the ceiling like it's been knocked over. He's, like, slowly walking away. And then he turns around and drop kicks his laptop. And it's this guy. He went on Omegle and he made a fake video of this, right? He's not actually attacking his laptop. He's just edited it so that it looks like he's literally fighting his laptop. And then, like, he'll go on Omegle. And he'll do this, like, he'll set up the video so that it transitions from him, like, starting. And then he'll play this video. And it's just people being like, oh my god, what is wrong with him? As this guy, like, it seems like he just fucking destroys his whole setup. I don't see too many, like, Omegle pranks like that, but I think they're really funny. The last one I saw was this guy who, he would ask somebody a question, and then they would start answering him, and then the video would, like, disconnect, like he didn't care about their answer. And, they'd be like, oh, he disconnected. Okay, kind of rude, I guess. And then it would go to some other person, right? There'd be, like, a girl who's like, hey, hi. And then the dude who was in the first video, he would, like, walk into their bedroom and be like, why'd you hang up? And they're like, wait, what? You're the guy from the last one. What? And then it ends again. And it's in, like, some random dude's room. The third person, right? And then, like, the first guy, he opens this door, too, and he steps in. He's like, stop fucking running from me! Stop fucking running! Oh, this sounds like something about chickens. Yeah, that's that guy. I remember Chickens was his name. He does those badass multi-part pranks. Yeah. And it's like, he's edited so that it looks like he's disconnected. Really, it's just a video. No one is disconnecting. But, like, he's just made it look like the call is ending and it's going to a new one. And he's just chasing them through different rooms. Being like, stop fucking running. Why do you keep closing it? Is it my face? Is it my hair? What's wrong? Why do you do this to me? And they're just like, oh, I don't know. I'm not closing it. You just fucking close. And it closes again. And you go to somebody and they're like, hey. And they're like, is the guy there? What? Is the guy there? And then he comes in the door. Where the fuck are you going? I've seen that Omegle prank.
I like how, depending upon how you tell this could be either a prank video or a fucking creepypasta.
Yeah. Or he'll do a magic trick, ask them to say the card, then when they say it, be like, I don't have that one, and skip. But then in the next frame, he walks in with the card. Yeah, that was a good one too. His stuff is fun. And it's kind of like the harmless prank, right? It's not like he's literally throwing paint on somebody in public or like physically hurting somebody. It's just like the shock reaction in that moment. Yulin butter pasta. Alright, Global. Alright, dude. How every good story starts. I was watching a guy on Omegle. Alright, technically I saw
Omegle
this
shut
video.
down?
I don't think so. Not that I know of.
Could have sworn somebody told me Omegle was shutting down.
The first time I saw this Omegle prank of the guy fighting his laptop was on Daily Dose of Internet. The second time was on Unusual Videos. It did shut down? Oh. Yeah, Omegle is gone, but they can still call it Omegle for SEO. What is it replaced by? Like, what are people doing for random chat rooms? I know there's Chatterbait, but that's the, you know... That's a fucking porn one. Ome TV? Okay, alright. We're at 4.9. Today, we have Civ 7. No nap. We also have... the one thing. Core Keeper. We're getting close to the end of Core Keeper. I'm pretty sure we're gonna fight the last Hydra today. I see your buttered pasta and raise you heavy cream with salt and pepper and pasta. No nap, Ellie. It's Tuesday! But people aren't searching for Ome on YouTube. They gotta do Omegle? Yeah. It's WoW reset day. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm gonna spend any amount of time doing today. Assuming I know what Tuesday is. Oh my goodness, Ellie. I am pregnant. I am immune to judgment on what I eat. I think it's on you, Ellie,
Over you.
if you're specifically wanting to show up for naps, to know which days naps aren't happening.
Yeah,
Which-
I was kind of surprised you didn't stay yesterday, Ellie.
Which is Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday is no nap. Ewan's just a freak, everyone is immune to his judgment. It's not true. My judgment comes with wisdom and clarity. And it's generally accurate. Ah. Oh my god, I'm tired. Ah. I'm pretty sure we're gonna hit 5 miles before the end. Ah. Salt is not exotic? I didn't say salt was exotic. As sad as I am to say it, I owe more people than you and Cuddles. What the fuck? What the fuck? No! No, Ellie! Vetoed. I'm vetoing this. Okay? Vetoed.
What?
What about today? Yeah, you can go cuddle others today. Because I can't be on the cuddle. But, like, if it's Thursday, if it's Thursday, I expect you to be there. On time, undressed, sleepy. I got a cuddle appointment. Someone clipped that. It was too funny. But are you a straight talker? Can you give it to me straight? Yes, I think so. Salt harvested from your tears is? Okay.
What are they gonna do? Give it to you bisexually?
What? Bro, you clear your schedule for Ellie?
I don't know.
Not the other way around. She has a job. Oh, when did you say, Ewan? I'll be out of town Friday to Sunday. Tuesday and Wednesday are my days without naps. Every other day of the week, there's a nap. You cannot. You are a femboy. You cannot give it straight. I fucking can. Femboy does not mean gay, Violet. Those are words that do not... They can be exclusive of each other. There are gay femboys. There are totally straight femboys. As crazy as that sounds. There are bisexual and pan femboys. There's asexual femboys. Okay, I got you on Thursday. But you are gay. There are many ways to be straight.
Why are you gay?
I was trying not to go right to the giving it gay joke. I'm aware there are flavors of femboy. What do you mean you were trying to not go right to the giving it gay? That was the whole joke!
I'm sorry that I have the subtlety of a sledgehammer. I can't pick up much.
Well, okay, so what I was just saying was for Violet. 5.1. 5.1 miles.
Well, I mean, I more so mean I'm sorry for trampling over their joke.
I don't think you did. Teldrassil? This wouldn't have been a bad video to get at like 4.8. Teldrassil is nice and short, I think. 23 minutes? Oh, that's super short. Oh, not trampled, Kyle. The camera is behind us.
Behind us, yeah.
Yes, it's literally right over there.
Hello, camera.
Oh. Fucking gross druid zone. True. Just another forest with giant ass oversized trees. Who cares? Alright, you guys wait there. I am flipping my ankles around. Just stop.
Insert spaghetti break sound effect.
How dare you? It doesn't sound like that when I move my trackers. I'm tired, guys. I want a nap. Why did I wake up at 6 a.m. today on a fucking Tuesday? I thought I was being smart by getting my grocery shopping done early instead of late. I'm now realizing, oh, I'm gonna get tired sooner because I woke up sooner. Fuck. Avatars.
Unfortunately, that would be how it be sometimes.
Okay. Making Grindr a new phenomenon in the internet? Sound of powdered ankle bones. Huh. Admittedly, I saw you say making Grindr, and I was expecting you to talk about the other Grindr. I said 5.1 miles? Do another one, I missed it? No! Also, you missed LoFam being here, Cairo. I hope your busyness is
Yeah.
done. I want you to have a nice,
You missed
chill
the-
workday.
Bird? Lofam is a bird, right?
They are an owl harpy,
Hmm.
which, yes, is a bird.
Are they related to Core at all?
No. No, they have both just chosen harpy. Okay. And then this 5.1 miles. Now
And now
we rest. Did someone say grinder? No, Ellie. No one said grinder. Go back to sleep, Ellie.
Go back to sleep, Ellie.
Being unpredictable is all in the name of chaos. Fry's work is okay. So, do they both taste like Chimkin asking for a fox? You're not allowed to eat either, though. Chatting. Where are we going? Go to Stellar Sail. I like Stellar Sail. We'll put the portal there. Portal. Okay. God, that fucking emote Violet. Octal Mage cheered 200 bits. Thank you, Octal. You spoil me. I'm literally doing my faces, and I'm not in the world yet. I'm still at a joining screen.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
They changed this?
Not that I know
I think I'm just used to being like a foot high whenever I
of.
come here.
Yeah.
Because it was back when I would use the cat avatar all the time.
Or you grew up and became a human.
Yeah. Or before I ran out of mana and my fucking wild shape canceled. That's not how that works in WoW, is it?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, it's been a long fucking time since I did wild shape.
Wild
over
shape
10 years
in Baldur's Gate 3 is just a form that runs out when you get to half health, I want to say? Or it has like a threshold of health that when this runs out, you drop wild shape. And I think you take half
What's it
damage.
called when you shapeshift as a druid in WoW?
Shapeshift.
Oh. I thought it had a different name.
Cat form, bear form. Wild shape is definitely not the term they use though. They might use it on like a talent tree that's like, you know, wild shaping. You know, hit 10% harder in cat or bear form. Not adjusted for inflation. It's very strange that the camera always loads in first. Is that cat or cattle? Or is it not a typo at all and it's supposed to be like latte but with cat, so like cate?
I've heard of a pate, but not a cate.
Not same. I didn't have much stories today. Monster Hunter Wilds beta day yesterday, it ended. I got to kill one last Arkveld yesterday with Siseldon and Zervis. It was actually, we failed like 2 times, and I was like, man, I don't know if we're gonna get this. And then our third attempt, we killed it in 13 minutes. Like, the thing just fucking died, and I was like, what? Huh? That came out of fucking nowhere. What was that? It just literally just fell over dead at 13 minutes. I was like, oh, okay, I guess we were fucking pumping. Guy got on a flight to Missouri, ended up in Mongolia and didn't know for 3 days. Prank of a guy on Omegle beating the shit out of his computer. Started snowing this morning. I think it's actually still snowing. I didn't think it was gonna snow until late tonight, but it actually started at like 5 in the morning. So I went to the grocery store and it's like, you know, just snowing around me. It was actually super fucking chill. I don't like driving and leaving the house, but seeing everything, you know, dusted in a layer of powder snow, pristine and untouched from humans, was like, this is why I like snow. This is why snow is my favorite weather, just because everything is so fucking pretty. It was 4 Fahrenheit. Too fucking cold for me, but you know, driving in the car was like, this isn't bad, this is chill. you getting the ick over images from Minecraft that have texture packs was adorable. It wasn't that I got the ick. It was that, oh, I can't use this because we're not using a texture pack. So it was like, oh, never mind. This is useless to me. Good job today, Moogle. Thank you. Snow sex. You can't just, like, add sex to whatever we're talking about. That's like... just don't do that, Pixel. Powder snow Delibird. It's 9 degrees right now. God, that's fucking cold. Yeah,
Have
but
you
like,
ever heard
imagine...
of paradoxical undressing?
No.
Would you need to
Sure.
give a quick
Go
rundown?
ahead and explain
Base-
paradoxical undressing.
Alright, and I may fuck it up, but here it goes. Paradoxical undressing is a state that sometimes can happen in life or death situations in the snow, where your body feels like it's starting to heat up, but in reality, it's just your body has gotten so cold that the temperature that it's feeling on the inside is making you feel extremely hot.
Okay.
So your reaction is, oh, I'm wearing too many layers. I need to strip off. When in fact your body heat is getting sapped away really quickly. So sometimes they'll find people dead in the middle of a snowstorm with like all their clothes off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why paradoxical undressing popped into my head when you said snow sex.
Yeah. I'm a little bit like, huh. Anyway.
Sorry.
I
That was my tism showing.
knew about it. I didn't know that much in depth, but I know like there's times where people are so cold that they start to feel like they're burning. I didn't know it had a name. You see the people who beat Arkveld in like under 2 minutes? I saw that a lot of the speedruns were like 5 to 7 minutes. I did see that Darkside did a fucking 2-minute run. It's fucking Darkside. That's just what they do. Yeah, but like imagine. Well, I tried to tell you we could use the build. It just wouldn't look exactly like the image you sent. And I get that, I still kind of like that cabin the most. I don't know if there's like a fucking brick chimney that you can do like that. I really like the front porch of that house. Like the only warmth you're feeling is each other. Paracasual undressing. What flavor of freaky do you have to be to fuck the snow or in the snow? It's not even freaky, it's just unstable. Frostbite kill your nerves and you think you're on fire or something. Well done, Neil. Thank you. Because undressing in the wrong environment, that's why. I'll take my clothes off in the snow when dared to. Huh. Hot. Hi, Kodiak. I mean, I bet it's cold, but that's hot, Ellie. I can make brick like that? Okay, okay. I don't know if you've started on the actual cabin. All of those are good. I did really like that third one, but when you mentioned texture pack, I was like, all right, fucking, we're not using a texture pack, so throw that one out. Was gonna today? We will see if I can have Minecraft open during Civ. I'm pretty sure that I can. I did last week. But if it starts having trouble and if it starts giving me problems in Civ, I will have to close it. Test world, no problem. Okay, I'll still have the server open. I know Yuki's gonna need it for the lamppost project that I gave her. And then I think she needs to put stairs everywhere. I liked cobblestone steps everywhere. You were saying to do it with mud brick, and I don't know how to do that. So I guess send me a picture when you do it to some sections and show me. And I'll let you know if I like that more than cobblestone. Can do. Thank you. Appreciate it. I did an oopsie in Unity. Oh, my fucking hand just turned off for a moment. I spent a lot of time yesterday trying to set up a more updated version of this model so that this would be the not safe for work version, then there would be a safe for work version. Specifically, I wanted to have a version of the Pajamas avatar that could actually turn on the bunny redeem or the Moogle redeem because, well, I've been using this one on stream. I also would have taken the nips off that one, yada yada. I discovered in adding the assets to the PJ's avatar, that I was able to do my tattoo. This is not a good sign. The new tattoo for the PJ's avatar, it's a very cute, like moon with stars in it. But the decal where I want it, so, you know, the tramp stamp location, which is my lower back, that's right on the seam of the texture map. So basically this avatar, which apparently this is uncommon for avatars, I basically have a line that goes from the top of my head just straight down my spine. And that is where the seam is. So if I want a tattoo on the center of my back, it's on the very far right side of the texture map, and then it has to Pac-Man over to the left side. And so if I want tattoos there, I either have to put 2 of each tattoo and have one over here and one over here, or I make a second UV map, which is what I did with all the other avatars. This is something that Eris helped me with. And so there's just a big patch on my back that is a separate UV map on the avatar. And to all the people that don't know avatar making at all, they're going like, what the hell is bro talking about? And to anybody that has like a little bit of experience, they're like, oh, okay, I get that, yeah. The FBX...
Meanwhile, I'm just over here going...
The FBX I've used for all my avatars has improper labeling in the bones, and it also seemed like some of them were like disconnected in a way that's problematic. So I had created a completely fresh FBX for this PJ avatar, but something went wrong somewhere and we weren't using that completely fresh FBX. I don't know when, I don't know how. It meant that things didn't fit as well as they should, and I can use the old decal for the tattoos, but if I want to put anything on and link it to the bones, I have to rename the bones in Unity and like their association, which is a whole fucking like, what the fuck is this? I don't know. The moment you mentioned bones, I felt my soul leave my body. I tried to upload the not safe for work version of this avatar yesterday, and it was so jank that the avatar, the VRChat SDK uploader panel is just like, no, it's not uploading, failed to upload. And we found some scripts that were blocking it, and we were able to upload. And so there is another version of the PJ avatar on my account. It is scuffed. It is basically, the shirt does not line up with the body, and so what's probably going to have to do is I have to start over on the PJ's avatar, which I don't think will be that bad. The big thing that would be a lot of tedious work is renaming the bones in Blender, and that is saved. That I have a backup of. But this avatar is like, I have the one in VRChat. What's in Unity is fucking toasted. Oopsie, gonna have to fucking redo that shit. The changes I had made though, there's gonna be the safe for work version, which I was going to have more shorts on, although I couldn't do that yet because the shorts I have available to me kind of clip through this sweater a bit. I was going to have the tattoo on the back, which stream would never see, so it honestly didn't really matter if they saw had access to it or not. I was gonna have the bunnies, the Koopo, and the other accessories on it, and then I was going to take away the nipples. It was gonna go back to Ken doll. The not safe for work version gonna take away the accessory stuff like Koopo. It was going to have the same tattoo. And it was,
What happens if somebody wants to breed the bunny?
they do that with the not safe for work one. Well, I guess there wouldn't be bunny ears, but they're fucking, no, they're not even real ears.
Alright.
All right, buddy. All right, Buster. Go back, I wish to become Ken. No, I don't like being Ken. In fact, I had done a super not safe for work thing with the other version, in that I found the blend shape for the booba that gives them not bigger booba, but like bigger. The nipples aren't painted on that one, but that one we'll have to wait a while before we can play with that one. What happens when someone wants to know how much spring Fish put into that tail? She didn't put any spring. She did put a blend shape so that I can adjust him. Well, actually, I don't know if she did that or not, or if that's just a default setting in the blend shapes for the tail and ears. The ears, I actually have too little spring on them, so they're very flopsy. I need to adjust that so that I can make them more stiff. I forget how to get to that page though. It's something that's like, oh god, it's so buried in options. But yeah, I was in Unity and Blender a lot yesterday, and discovered I had fucked shit up royally. Oops. So we'll be fixing
Don't you just
that.
love it when that happens?
No, and the worst part is I did not keep a backup of my PJ's avatar.
Oh no.
Oku was very adamant that's like, save copies, create copies, save copies of stuff. And I fucking didn't. And I've
Now
lost
you pay
the
the
thing.
piper.
I want to see if Coil is live. He will probably be stalling for a bit. Art Shiva just subscribed for 13 months in a row with Prime. That's
Damn.
worth too. Hi Arch. Pat the cuties. You had one job. Technically, I had a lot of jobs, a lot of things to do there. I just fucking failed most of them. It happens to the best of us. It is definitely like, oh god, I've been so good about creating like duplicates of all the avatars I work on, and then just this one, I was like, I'm not doing anything major. I'm literally just putting bunny ears on it. This will be fine. Oh, everything's fucked. Oh no. Ugh. Yeah, I've done that before too, lol. It's, I had to have the lesson at some point. Hopefully I'm better about saving from now on. Turns out mine was simple. Some bad modular avatar clothing was fucking my shit up. I'll tell you one thing I did learn about yesterday. I learned about a website called Booth Explorer, which makes it way fucking easier to use Booth. I'd been using Booth as like search for Kuronatsu and just go through everything there, and go through pages. Booth Explorer is just like show everything from Kuronatsu. Holy shit, it's nice. No one's told you yet? No. It was Selden got me with that one yesterday. And honestly, Micaiah, someone might have. Oku, I actually think it's very likely Oku did mention it. But like, avatar work is just, there's so much that I think it's easy to miss stuff. I can see it being very likely that Oku was like, yeah, just go to, Booth and look for stuff. By the way, Booth Explorer makes it easier. Booth Explorer is a nice version of Booth that makes it easier to search for stuff. And I was like, I already know about Booth. I'm just going to go to that one. I'm not going to learn a new one. Fair, lots of info, hard to keep it all when thrown at once. Very much so, right? So, like, the first time it really stuck with me was yesterday with Sis. I very much might have heard it before. Not gonna lie, I never mentioned it. And I never really used Booth Explorer either. Huh. Me being like, Oku probably didn't. It was probably my fault, we can't, get on him for that. And then Oku just like, nah, not even once. I also just use Booth. I love Boot Explorer. SMH, what's Oku teaching you? Wait, I thought you did. I also just use Booth. Booth Explorer goated. The first thing I shill to friends making a booth. Hi, Divvy. Booth Explorer. I can see people that like they just get Booth and so they don't need Booth Explorer. I can see that being an unnecessary step for them, and they're just like, why? This is more than good enough. For me, I'm definitely way more in sync with Booth Explorer, where Booth Explorer is like, oh, this makes so much more sense to me. I see way more stuff. It's all there. I found a few things through Booth Explorer yesterday. I found some perfect fucking boots for the avatar. I found some awesome boots that I'm just going to get and put on like all the walking avatars. Just go to Booth, sort by new, and find cute outfits. I do this too. Or just follow the shops I like on Twitters. Yeah, I can see that working as well. It made me not feel so bad about my avatar choice. Because there are times where I'm like, oh, I use Kuronatsu, and a lot of people are like, bro, who uses Kuronatsu? People still make outfits for this? But it's really not that unpopular. It has like 600 outfits. And there's like 3 or 4 avatars that have like thousands, like 5,000 to 8,000. But it's not like there's 20 that all have like 5,000 and Kuronatsu's just ancient. So when you actually see the numbers for it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's not so bad. Wait, I thought I showed you the hiking boots for Kuronatsu? Maybe? That Kuronatsu is pretty recent. Kuronatsu's like 3 or 4 years old, I think. For me, I'm neurotic as fuck. I didn't like feeling like I had to keep a bookmark for searching Celestia. And yeah. I had been searching for Kuronatsu, and then also the Japanese name. And then with Booth Explorer, it was just like, wait, I just see literally everything. Now, there's fucking 200 pages of nails that I don't want to see. But, like, there's stuff that I was seeing for the first time, and I was like, what the fuck? This exists? Oh my god, I need this. I found a pretty good shirt, and I found better boots than I had bookmarked. I'm still kind of like, what the fuck am I going to do for a vest? I think I'm going to have to buy just a vest from some other outfit and fit it to Kuronatsu. But the shirt, the pants, and the boots I have found and I'll be able to make that are fitted for Kuronatsu. Today we're about to go play Civ 7. We've just started the new age, the exploration age. My only goal, because I'm not going to win this playthrough. I'm playing against people that there's no chance I fucking beat them. But my goal is to found a religion as fast as possible, and then be a menace and spread some awful named religion throughout the world. I haven't thought of a name yet. Umafuda art made me think of one. I could name my religion Sonic Inflation Dojins. That is absolutely atrocious. No, dude, muted. I think that would be absolutely...
Or maybe you could...
Go ahead.
Have you ever heard of odontology?
No.
Basically, it's a religion worshipping women's butts.
Elon, I found a reverse bunny suit.
I think.
Hell yeah, Pixel. 2 girls, 1 cup. What? Name it veganism? Yeah. The Holy Church of Squirting Pussy. Okay. Eyes way.
Okay.
I don't think it can be that long. I don't think it can be super long. Vaccine denial. Oh no. Holy Church of NTR. Oh wait, that'd be current events. Good lord. At ontology based. See, I wouldn't name it something like ad ontology because people would be like, what is this? And I'd have to explain it. I'd be more likely to name it like r/centaur girls. Which, for anybody who doesn't know about that, r/centaur girls is a subreddit about girls that have such fucking massive asses that they're haha called centaurs because they have so much butt in the back. It's the type of butt that it's like, that had to be plastic surgery. That absolutely had to be, like, injected with cement. There's no fucking shot. And, the crazy thing is, some people just got some wild fucking genes. I need this right now. r/centaur girls, one word. Oh, I thought it was. No, it's a thing, Octal, and I think they're very super against, they're very against edited pictures. So if they find out you've been editing your, like, stretching your image at all, they, like, permaban you from the sub. I don't know their thoughts on, you know, just plastic surgery and stuff like that. I think they very much like, natural big butts. Oh, I found it. Dragons Fucking Cars is a weird subreddit. I maintain I am the most wholesome member of this chat. You're not, Frisu. You're not. You're literally just not. You're crazy for thinking you are. You literally have done porn. You cannot think you're the most wholesome. That's not how it works. Okay, centaur girl looker. Look, I'm right up there with you. Well, you're...
So, who is the most wholesome?
It's me. Shut the fuck up, Cairo. It's the ones that, like, literally never do anything lewd and don't partake in lewd stuff. Zwei? I don't know. Good lord, no. Zwei is like...
What the fuck?
You do not get to say you're the most wholesome and have fucking these. What do you mean?
I don't do lewd stuff though.
That's not the only criteria. You didn't hear the others. You can't have these. Plus, are you gonna tell me like I think of the most wholesome person, and I think of like asexual, like literally not interested in relationships or porn or sex at all. Are you gonna tell me you're like absolutely celibate?
I mean, no, I'm just a virgin.
Then I think you're disqualified from the most wholesome. Is it me? Fuck no, Noodles. Absolutely not. It's me, isn't it? No, shut up, Pixel. What the fuck, Cairo? At this point, it's standard greeting. Oh my god, where's the Farisu porn? I need to avoid it at all costs. I'll send you a link after stream, Ellie. Is it me? Cooner Proportions, Holy Church of Sweater Puppies. Oh my god. Where's the Ellie porn? So I can avert my gaze towards it. Yulin being celibate is different from asexual. I didn't say they were exactly the same. Yulin brought the holy Thival to the city. I wasn't paying attention, but I heard Zwei. Sup? We're talking about who is the most wholesome in chat. And I don't know if you're overly wholesome, Zwei. But I have not seen you be degenerate. And so you are a candidate for most wholesome in chat. Archangel, I also feel, is pretty wholesome. Jack is legitimately, like, candidate for most wholesome. In chat, never mind, that's just me. Wow. Def Me, have you seen the Sackboy? Yes, I have seen the Sackboy. I nominate my friend Azeth, who just makes his avatar Gumi, logs on for movies, anime, or mahjong, and dances in his free time. Please no bully. In chat, never mind, that's just me. I'm never degenerate in this chat. It's not just...
In this
That's not the criteria, Frisu. We were talking about the people in this chat, but we were talking about how wholesome they are overall across everything. In this chat, you are not the most wholesome. Are you wholesome in this chat? No. No, literally not. The first thing you said today, Frisu, was, did you like that dojin about the femboy fucking the mailman? No, you're not wholesome. What do you mean I'm not the most wholesome? I mean, the first thing you talked about this morning was a hentai dojin. You're not the most
Puts
wholesome.
the whole in wholesome.
Yeah, literally. Holy Church of Rusty Trombones. This chat is wholesome. There's a few wholesome beans here. I think for the most part, it's a pretty degenerate chat. Not as degenerate as some other places. There's a few other streamers where, like, you know, they're in fucking string bikinis doing stretches with the fucking butt camera angle. And the chat is just sitting there going, I came, and it's just like, okay, guys.
I lost.
I
Can't say
lost.
that a lot on Automod will ban a lot of people.
Like Gura's chat that says I've
So a
lost
lot of those,
gallons
some
to
of those
you.
have discords where they'll actually say what they really want to say instead.
The wildest one I've seen is I'm just gonna say the name. Sean VR. They were doing their like Thursday thigh stretches, and one of them is, you know, doing the stretches in a very small bikini. Other people are on the Patreon stream just fully naked doing the streams, and they're like, if you want to see the good stuff, if you want to see these two, go look at the Patreon. It's just like, holy, I mean, fucking get it, but like, holy. Thanks, Oku. Wait, you forgot a W. I splurted, chat. Don't, oh god, I don't know why, just reading I splurted is just like, what? I hate that one. I brought up porn games last stream and used stereo emotes with when nice butts come on stream. Okay, maybe not Zwei then. Holy Church of WAP. Maximum effect. Splurted. This is why you're called a little brother, Cairo. Because, like, we will say, this is annoying. And Cairo's just like, gonna do fucking that. Not even like, wait for the good time. Just instantly with this fucking goofball. I swear. Yeah, you better fucking tired. Yeah, that's right. Fucking, oh my god, I want to throw him and then I want to cuddle him. I'm getting up and getting breakfast. But so far I see no argument I am not wholesome. This girl can't listen. She literally can't listen today. I literally said 3 times she brought up the fucking hentai dojin. What do you mean you're wholesome? You literally did that in this chat. I will never not compare Cairo to an annoying little brother. Gotta add the gasm emote now. Oh my god. So you want to throw them and not let go? No, I want to let go. I want to throw them and fucking Florida daycare lady them into the fucking wall. And then I want to cuddle them. It's time to log into virtual reality chat. Like, I'm imagining an upwards white goose squirt thing, an animated emote overlaid on top of the... Okay. Alright, Pixel. I don't think that's gonna fly on Twitch chat. I am a little brother.
Yeah, but I've seen those emotes in 7TV.
Yes. Yes. I am a little brother. We know, Cairo. We know. TTV Core Peak. What time is it? 12:20. We still have time. I'm pretty sure we're doing Civ today. Doobie hasn't popped in to like tell me we're doing Civ today, but I guess I could ask. Let's see. Keyboard. Send a message. Civ 7 today. Yeah. I cannot hear Koyo. I got high proxy. Hi, proxy. And then when people question it, you just say you really like milk. Stinky Elin. Oh my god, high proxy. Sniffa. What is that emote? Aware? Zuby isn't feeling well. Oh, maybe we're not doing Civ today. Well, Yuki is the other thing I finished for you saved. So we can get that place today. Where is Goober anyway? He has the flu? Oh. Oh god. Does Zuby being sick mean no Civ and today is Kingdom. I cannot hear Koyo. Zuby isn't here within 40 minutes. I'm playing Kingdom. Okay. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Because, okay. We can work around this. Oh, Yuki has the other thing. Space Fish Hypoxy. You talked it up so much today. I did. It's not that big a deal. Because honestly, it is a little rough on Tuesdays when I do VR chat, and then I do Civ, and then I do Core Keeper. My own damn fault for planning that much stuff on those days. But it is a little rough when, like, I literally, 8 a.m. rolls around, and I'm looking for news stories. 9 a.m. I walk. Then Civ at 1, and then Core Keeper at 8, and there's just no time for anything. Hi, Aaron Paragon! And, like, we finish Core Keeper at, like, 1 a.m. my time, and I'm just like, okay. I've literally just been doing stuff for, like, 14 hours straight, and I'm ready to fucking not do shit. It's nice. It's like, oh man, when this plan falls through, it sucks. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I get a breather. Civ sleepy. Oku put a gun to my head this morning, so I gotta watch Horse Girl Propaganda today. I was planning to watch Uma Season 1 with Proxy. And we were gonna do it while he was recovering from surgery, but he kind of just had a crazy fast recovery, and so we didn't do it. I also, like, wanted it to be on his time and when he wanted to, but I didn't want to push him, right? And so it kind of just didn't happen. And so at this point, I need to just watch it on my own or with Oku. And then we'll be like, Proxy, we're doing this. You got time? And he'll pop in when he does. But that's at some point. Like an ATP 1000. Two friends started Kingdom Come Deliverance yesterday. Elite started playing it, and Koyo started playing it. And it was really funny seeing them deal with the same problems, but in different ways. Like, one of them was just... he's just a bad person. He's not a bad person. But when he plays games, he's fucking evil. And he's just like... He's gonna choose the jerk option and like, you know, take advantage of people and all that. The other one. Hi. The other one is like the massive RP lore nerd, and he's just gonna go to every single NPC and stare at them for 5 minutes and just see what they do. I have bad news, sis.
Well, what's the news? Go ahead.
There is a possibility for no nap today. Because it is.
I'm not here for a nap.
Really? Okay. I
Yeah,
was
no, I'm
talking.
here for you to pull my eye patch.
Oh, you've got a real like scar. I hope it didn't hurt.
You're not gonna let go of it? You're gonna put
No!
it back normally? I can't believe this.
I tried to put it back normally and then it got stuck.
But yeah, you're supposed to let go. Psh, you know, let it snap.
No, I don't want to hurt you.
But that's like the gimmick.
All right, I do need you to get right in the camera and show Farisu. Wait, actually, is Farisu here? Farisu, you need to look
I
at the
hope not.
eyes. She's really gonna like it.
Why?
Because she really, really likes Black Sclera. Hi, Ellie.
I like Black Sclera.
Farisu wants to
I
get
have
it
Black
IRL.
Sclera on my model.
Understand the appeal.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have that dyed.
Mm-hmm. Show her.
It's probably not good, but you could do it. I don't think she's gonna care.
I promise you she's gonna care.
Nah, I don't think she's gonna care.
She's
Plus, you can't even
literally-
see my eye patches in the way.
She's literally there asking when's the Selden Binding of Isaac stream. Show Black Sclera gasm.
You what? When my Binding of Isaac stream? You know what, Farisu? I want you to know. Can I want you to know? I actually, the other day,
Mm-hmm.
just finished my 3rd Dead God file. So, like, I have the cool file, the triple file art. Now I'm, like, trying to 100% Hollow Cure. Like, I've already 100% Isaac. I don't need to stream Isaac anymore.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. I don't know what that means, but hell yeah, it sounds hard.
Is there new content coming out for Hollow Cure?
Yeah, patch 8.0. I don't know when, but yeah, they did talk about it. It was mentioned.
I wonder if Siselden
Okay.
could dom me. This bitch 5 minutes ago was saying she's the most wholesome person in chat, and then she's typing this. First of all, this
Oh, yeah.
completely
I definitely
discredits you being the most wholesome. Second of all, yeah, Siselden definitely could. Siselden,
If
I
they
won't,
think they're the most wholesome,
But I can.
how degenerate do they think the rest of chat is?
that's why it's me. Shut up, Cairo. Hop on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 for Nintendo GameCube. No using Speedster.
Cairo, you're literally
or
an exotic
M5.
dancer.
That's why it's me, Flower. You fucks probably look at disgusting porn every day. You probably look at it every fucking 5 hours, Farisu. I've been told of your addiction. I don't. Thousands of femboy pictures every day. It's a fucking O-girl's exaggeration. Hi,
Yeah,
Eric.
you know, I don't look at disgusting porn every day. I look at porn respectfully every day. All right, respectfully.
Respectfully.
Yeah, and it's not disgusting. Okay, it's what's the word? There's a word I need here, but I can't.
Oh.
God damn it, Marine, why are you doing this to me? Fuck.
Creative?
I
Ab-
don't know.
no,
Scientific.
not
I don't know.
abstract.
Research, something like that. Something
Mm.
dumb. Abstract? Did you say abstract?
I said abstract. I'm like, nah, abstract doesn't work. Explorative? Sorry, since when does exercise make me a degen? It's when you're doing it fucking naked and your tits are out, Cairo, that makes you a degen. Exercise is great. You don't get to fucking pull the, it's just exercise. What is this, the fucking naked yoga on the beach streamer logic? Like, oh yeah, she must be poor because she can't afford clothes. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Oh.
Alright. Black Slayer waiting.
Cairo's in chat? Okay, I gotta go.
No.
Before I like say something I shouldn't. I gotta go. Goodbye, friends. Have a good.
Come
nothing, you know.
back.
I
Black
can't.
Slayer
I
waiting
can't.
room.
He's there.
I will get Black Slayer this year. Oh my goodness. Did he actually? He actually left. Do you know how much calories you burn from double fisting cocks and doing jaw stretches, Euland? Honestly, you know, I actually don't, but it reminds me of a Dr. Phil episode I saw years ago. And I don't really like Dr. Phil. Fuck this guy. But he did have this woman come on the show who, she was cheating on her husband. He found out, and they agreed to go on Dr. Phil's show for therapy. And it was basically revealed, like, so you were trying to lose weight by having sex with other guys. Hi, Kuro.
Hearing that physically pains me.
Yeah, it's okay. So this woman, she's having sex with other guys and cheating on her husband while he's at work to lose weight. This was how she wanted to lose weight. And Dr. Phil asked the question, about how many guys were you having sex with each day? And she was like, about 8 to 10, which was like, fucking what? Literally 8 to 10 guys a day. Hi, Kuro. Hi, Nerd Detective. I am so dead. Good night. Sleep well, Kuro. Good job. And here's the other thing. Her husband's like, he's mad, so he's like, all bets are off, right? He's like done being nice to her, and he's like, you were fucking 8 to 10 guys in our bedroom, and you're still fat? And like, they basically go into the like, if you're doing that much, how come you're not losing weight? And she's like, I don't know, maybe I just don't have the genetics for it. And Dr. Phil was like, were you moving much, or were you just laying there? And she's like, oh, I wasn't doing all the work, I was just laying there. Just having sex makes you burn calories. And so, if I was doing all the effort, I'd get tired and burn out way before then. You're not leaving, are you? Oh yeah, you've got your right. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. Love you. And so you and all just
Wait, what do I got?
Your date, your cuddle date.
Oh.
Was
Yeah, I do.
Was that just a lie that you were saying to me to like seem cool? Like, yeah, I got things going on, big things going on, like so many big things.
Yep. That's what that was.
Bye, Ellie.
Goodbye.
Okay, buddy, and I'm a T3 to Hassan for his political views. I do like that Cairo got the reference. This wouldn't be shocking. Hassan Watcher muted. Hi, Kuro. Doki, huh? It's a joke. He needs to actually read it. So it's from, what is that channel? Historically Accurate or something? It's a guy who covers like historical events. And he's talking about like Twitch streamers and something. And in this video, he's like, Twitch has this problem with like streamers that are doing like naked content. And it's like, if you want to watch them, fine. If you want to goon to this stuff, fine. But at least be honest with yourself. I've heard guys that are like, yeah, I'm a tier 3 sub to this girl who does naked yoga, and she clearly needs the money because she's naked and can't afford clothes, and it's pretty good exercise, it's pretty good content. It's like, yeah, okay, buddy. And I'm a tier 3 sub to Hassan for his political views. And then Hassan, like, watching this video is like, fucking what did he say? Holy shit. And then they actually slash user the guy, bring up his profile, and he's been a tier 3 sub for 2 months. He's like, son of a bitch, he's actually subbed to me. No messages in chat. The perfect chatter. He presses play again. And the guy in the YouTube video published 2 months ago. Thanks for unpausing the video, Hassan. It's just, there's never been a moment in Twitch of somebody getting read so fucking hard. I don't like Hassan. The guy's fucking unhinged. But this clip is fucking legendary. I am so dead. Good night. I can take 8 to 10 guys in a fight, right, Kuro? Kuro's probably already asleep at this point. You know, I'll just lay there for you. Well, I also just want to lay there. I want you to talk. But if you just want to lay there and we just cuddle, I'm okay with that too. Sex isn't the most important thing in a relationship, right? And, Proxy, I'm okay with just us both laying there and cuddling and you not topping. I don't mind that if it's you. What the fuck is this joke that I'm doing? Bye, Ellie. Bye, Ellie. I'll miss you. Bye, oomph. No one likes Hassan. Bro is dumb as rocks. That shit was hilarious. I'm not a Hassan guy, but the clip is fucking SSS tier. Exactly. What the fuck did I come back to? I don't know what you came back to. Did I see someone join? I thought I saw Satine join. But they're not here.
Joined and then left.
Oh, I see. Understandable. There's still no Zuby. So I'm starting to think it's Civ isn't gonna happen. But I'm afraid to commit to napping in VR. Hi, Jan. I have a Twinkie and chicken pot pie for breakfast. Do you consume either of those two things, Yuli? I could consume either of those, but they're not like, oh, I'm really looking forward to this. A Twinkie is like, okay. I don't like how foamy the inside of a Twinkie feels. It's kind of just like, eh. And then chicken pot pie, I don't remember the last time if I've ever had chicken pot pie, but typically I'm not super into pies. I'd probably like it though. Chicken is good. I had chicken last night actually. It was really fucking good. And yet so many watch him, it's depressing. You're gonna be a Twinkie soon. It is really depressing how like a lot of those big streamers, they get to a point where they're just so big that their only claim to being big is how big they are. Like the only draw of their content is just they have that many viewers. And that's not to say like anybody that big is trash. I think for the most part, to get that level of big, you had to be skilled in some way. You had to be doing something right. You had to know the game, and you know, streaming is extremely competitive. You don't get that big just by dumb luck. I know a lot of people are gonna say, no, you need luck for streaming. I don't fucking believe that. But there are definitely people who like have gotten to that size, and it feels like they are fucking coasting. I'm sorry, but XQC reacting to videos for 5 hours and like literally just putting on a 20-minute video and going, chat, I'm gonna get some food, and walking away for 20 minutes. It's really hard to defend the skill involved in that. Bro got that food autism, holy. You're gonna be a Twinkie soon. Hi Frisu via Kyle Prox, Spongy Cake, oh hi Proxy, hi Jan, hi Pixel Moja, hi Pixel. Oh Jan, I'm so big chat. Proxy Heart, Proxy Sis Hug. God, I miss Mitch Jones PvP streams. Me too, Ciseldin Panda this. I'll take the milk smell this time, me too. Wanna make out? You seem like you have good taste. Kissing is on, I'd probably come. What the fuck? Logitech Pack. Black Sclera, wow, enjoys kissing. Where have you been? I think Ciseldin is great, Frisu. I think a lot of people really like them. Where have they been? On VR chat, napping a lot. On Binding of Isaac, they're gonna be on fucking Monster Hunter for 3 months straight. Right here, we've talked before. Hello. Yeah, where have the streams been? We have DMs about like Warframe. I think. Oh my god, I can't stop yawning. I think I'm gonna raid somebody. And I'm gonna stay on VR chat and watch for Zuvi. And if I see Zuvi in chat, then I will jump off for Civ. And if I don't see Zuvi in chat, I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep. Just go to any battle dislobby. Oh, true. That's where Ciseldin is. Ciseldin literally fucking loves discs more than anyone. Your views are the happy number. Just go to any battle dislobby funny number. Oh, yeah. I did see that. You'll see him nice. Been playing lots of discs lately. I already knew. Just set up a net trap in Kimple's chat. That's how you catch a Ciseldin this too. Yeah. Who is live? What the fuck? Proxy. There's somebody that I see live on Twitch that I didn't even know I was following them. But Drumsy is live. I forgot that dude is a thing.
I haven't heard that name in years.
Right? Get love, nerd. I don't remember why he stopped. I remember there was a lot of shit that went down with him that he was dealing with. Oh, oh. But who is alive? Is somebody playing a game that I really want to see? I think I see somebody that'd be a good target. It's not the same, it's not as fun comparatively. I got to talk to him in his friend group at a party 2 or so years ago. Chill guy. I always thought Drumsy was neat. I didn't particularly like enjoy his content, but it's not like I think his content is bad, it just wasn't for me. The guy seems nice. I remember thinking one of the people around him was super fucking cute. I want to say it was Moxie. Yeah, I think I know where we're going. We're going to a Yakuza gamer. And then I'm gonna sleep.
Hey, yo, let's go.
Moxie wasn't a guy? Huh? I'm pretty sure Moxie was a guy. What do you mean? Oh my god. Alright. Where am I putting the camera? This is a fucking old map. Where would be a cool spot for the camera? I'm gonna do it here. Behavior. Look at me. Okay. Did you not say girl? Sorry, I'm kind of out of it. I don't think I did. Stamina, free raid socials. Nap today, thanks for streaming you. I don't know yet, Pixel. If Zuvi doesn't show up in Koyo's chat in the next 20 minutes, we are napping today. If he does, I'm getting out of VR for Civ 7. So, I don't know. But for now, we're reading Big Deck. Oh, he got his name fixed. Log. He had a dumb TV in it. And he's got it fixed. So hell yeah. Have a nice potential nap gaming. Thank you. One raider from Chocolate Materials. Oh my god, Chocolate. Hi, Chocolate. Hello. We are literally on our way out to the Big Deck. They're playing Yakuza Like a Dragon. Big Deck has been going hard on the Yakuza series. He's like, in the last month or two, gone through 3 or 4 of the games. And he's fucking 100%ing them. We need to help Big Deck. His stamina and addiction. Okay. Big Dick, that's okay, I figured out. I figured, but it's nice to have ready. I didn't know you streamed, so I'm gonna check that out at a later date. That being said, Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 5.1 miles. We do have Core Keeper later tonight with Core for sure. I think I will do a Discord ping when we do that. And we might have Civ 7 in a little bit, but I don't think so. If we do, I'll ping the Discord. Thanks for letting me join at such a time. I hope everyone had a nice time. Thanks for stream. 0, 1, 2, 3, and now 7. I love you. Bye.